Yup, yup, yup. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday, guys. Um, Welcome everybody to the Bold Effects. I'll be having my team here, and we'll be calling both sellers and agents, and we'll just have fun with it. If you guys are in, tune with this current market, you know, um, right now is the perfect market to reach out to agents and provide creative solutions. They need our help, right? They need our help. Most listings are not selling, staying over market. I mean, staying too long on the market. um you know Even properties that are like well done, fully fixed up, where people spend all their budget on designs and all that fun stuff, it's not selling. Why is it not selling? Because of the interest rates, right? Buyers cannot afford the payments, right? And so they're not buying. So it's a lot of properties going on the contract, falling out of escrow. And right now, if you're a newbie, do not start with fix and flipping. You might hate real estate and get out of the game. Like, do not, right? But if you're partnering up with somebody who is experienced and all that fun stuff, then it might make sense. Okay. So this is the perfect time to reach out to agent, provide those creative solutions, try to see how we can help, because most of them, they got to bring some income in. So now, because of the market, they're forced to think outside of the box and be more, open to listen to other alternatives other than just cash offers. So let's get into it. I'm about to get the whole squad on here, guys. Again, welcome to the Bold Effects. Why bold? Because my last name is Diallo, and Diallo means bold. So we're bold with life. We're confident in everything. We're confident in everything we do, and we're not afraid of failing forward. Right. So that's what it's about on this call. It's not about proving that we're better than anybody on the phones. On the contrary, like, I want to see the team screw it up and show you that it is okay to hop on, make mistakes, learn while you're making those mistakes, have uncomfortable conversations, with agents. Maybe you're not used to talking to agents. That's perfectly fine. You have zero experience, and just have that conversation and just learn, learn while you're doing, right? So it's okay. A phone call doesn't kill anybody. The nervousness of being on the phones, guys, never actually goes away. It never goes away. You just get used to it, and that's what it is. So let me get my boy Shub in here. Bam.
Can
Oh,
you hear me?
that hairstyle, man. I don't know if your
Everyone
mic
can
is,
see and
can you
hear
talk?
you,
Let me
but
see if
I
I can
can't
hear
hear
you.
anyone.
Your mic is not good, bro. Fix your mic. Mr. David on here.
Test.
David, can we talk? Let me see if I
I
can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
No. Why I cannot hear you guys?
You
I
can,
don't know.
you guys can hear me? I can't hear me.
What's going on?
You're looking good, Chub. I like the Barcelona jersey.
Something it's hold on. Let me see.
You look better. You got it on, man.
I cannot hear you guys.
Go to settings. Go to settings.
Let me see. For the people that are watching, can you please put in the comments if you can hear them? Maybe it's just me.
I hear both of you guys.
Cannot hear you guys.
Bruh.
Let's see. Private
Wait.
chat. Who's that? Oh, go to the setting, he says.
Yeah.
Settings, audio. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Settings, audio, speakers, boom.
Test,
Default
test.
speakers, boom.
Here.
Okay. Can you guys talk again?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh,
Good.
there you go. Okay, it was on my end.
You got echo. I got echo.
You got
Echo?
I got an echo?
No. Can you
Okay.
speak?
You have an echo, Chub.
I do.
Yeah, small one. It's good though. It's not like crazy.
Do you have more than one
Let me change the audio thing.
five? Am I coming in okay? Like, can you guys hear me through the mic?
Yeah, you're good. Loud and clear.
Alrighty. All right, guys. So again, we're about to get into this. Shub, my guy, is in the Atlanta market. He's also a licensed agent in Atlanta. So both investor and agent. So this is the perfect fit, right? Bro, your hair look good, man.
Appreciate it.
Here, look. Guy's struggling with his hair for like. And then we have David, guys. David is originally from New York. I think where did you move to, David?
No, I'm still in New York. I'm in
Oh,
Staten Island.
okay.
I just moved to a different part of New York. So
Oh, got it. Okay.
yeah.
I don't know why people leave.
I'm in Shaolin. This is where the Wu-Tang is from over here. Where
Oh,
my
for
parents, yeah, they're from the island I'm at right now.
No. So
Still-
guys,
over here. We rock Yankees hats and Giants jerseys. It's all New York over here.
and Timberlands.
And there you go, Timberlands.
All right, so guys, David's a broker too, so this is the perfect fit, for these folks to have conversation with agents. We're not trying to call anybody with a listing less than 90 days or more. Just because the listings that are less than 90 days, there's not a lot of motivation to hear you out, to be honest. So you want to call 90 days plus listings. Okay. So we'll get right into it. Last Saturday, I was already working on a few leads with my guy Shub. We called a few agents. One of them ended up being a hot lead. She's working hard to bring us leads right now. That's in Atlanta.
Right.
So today we're going to call agents in Atlanta and then Florida and potentially Texas as well. Those are the three main markets that we love being in. We also love the Carolinas, but I don't think we're gonna, start calling nationwide. So Shub have access to the MLS in Atlanta. I think what you do in Shub is you pull in the how are you doing it to get those agents that you're calling? Like, how are you doing it right now?
So how am I calling the agents, or how am I calling the data?
No, like how you organize, like what type of are you just pulling listings or failed listings?
So I could pull expired listing too, but
Okay. But right now you're calling actual listed properties, right?
yeah, so I'm calling listing properties, usually like older, or I could see if like they've been relisted too. So they, like sometimes the agents will switch them out and make sure like they're kind of new, so I can see if they've been relisted. So I've been focusing on something that has been on the market for a minute, and that kind of gives them a wiggle room on what we could do more, right?
Right. Okay, got it. So do you have a few right now, right out the gate, that are follow-ups that we need to follow up before we call new ones?
So I got my previous follows from yesterday. I pretty much kind of catched that on those.
Okay.
But like new follow-ups, I could follow up what I followed from today, but it's more like, did you speak to the seller in a sense, right?
Try to see if we can talk to the seller.
Yeah, so I told them, okay, we want to come up if they're open to some type of terms. If they can't open to the seller, I could follow up like, hey, were you able to reach to the seller? See if they're open to that. Do that.
Okay, let's do it. So do you have a few that are expecting a call from you, or?
Not at this time, but I could text them, let them know if they're available.
It's fine. Otherwise we can just do like live, fresh new calls.
Okay.
And have that conversation. You can still text the old leads and say, hey, if they're ready to talk today. If there is anyone where like, hey, you left off yesterday where you guys had a follow-up, we can circle with those later on. And then David, what we're gonna do is we're gonna look up. So because you have access to the MLS, bro, we can do this. He called one agent, have a conversation, you call the next one. Once we're done with the list for Georgia, then maybe we can go on Zillow, do like a share screen and just do like Florida and Texas on Zillow. I don't know if there is a way with the live stream I can give you guys access to share your screen so that people can see how you're looking, who you calling and all that fun stuff.
Yeah,
I think there's a way to do it. I have a share icon here.
There you go. Yeah, I have a share too. So I just want to see if I can give you guys permission to share. Let me see. If I click on the share the screen, extras. Okay. Can you click on the share, see what it says? Maybe it's gonna ask me permission. Just
tips.
As we're figuring out technology here. Bunch of visionaries.
Yeah, I think I got access to it.
There you go. Boom. Okay. So when you click on it, then if I just add it right here, boom. This is your screen, Shub.
That's my screen. You see
this
that?
Is David? Yeah, I see that. That's David.
Yeah. and I
Okay,
have it-
dope. So I just need to add, right? So let's do it. You can do it. Let's go. Leave is in the house. Leave is in the house. Okay, leave.
Live.
You're
So-
going to close the seller today live. Let's go. All right. So leave is going to be more fun if you can have your camera at some point on. All right, Shub. So you can do the screen sharing. Okay. And then let's start calling, guys. Let's get right into it. In between, we're gonna have conversations, give some feedback. If people come in here to have questions, we can answer those questions and all that fun stuff.
All right, so you want me to share my screen as in?
You don't even have to. Just make the calls.
So make new call?
When we go on Zillow, we'll share. We'll do screen sharing.
All right.
Or when we comp in a property, David.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All right.
Just call. You can put contact information in the private chat, and then we can all comp.
Right. So if you're talking to somebody who seems like they're interested, you can punch it in the chat, right? And David can start comping that, see maybe where would be with cash, because you still want to leverage the cash option
Right.
to see, hey, potentially on cash will be here, because right now you never know. There is realtors accepting like 50% ARV,
Right.
because you gotta go, right? So let's just start making the calls and we'll figure out as we go. That's what we're here for. Let's see.
I'm gonna call this one. And I know we spoke last time about him asking his seller about seller finance. Let's see how that conversation went.
Cool, let's do it.
And this dude's name. Michael.
That's a follow-up.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
last time I spoke to him, I was like, you think the owners live in Johns Creek, which is kind of like 30 minutes away from Atlanta. They're renting. They want to sell this house in a sense, but they're spoiled on the number. They're fixed on they want that price per se, but they need to come to realization like they can't get that number with a cash deal.
Right.
Terms it might be possible.
Right. Boom. Let's do it.
Can you hear?
Triple dial, guys. If you don't call 3 times, you haven't called once.
One more time.
Yep, 3 times. He will be pissed off if he pick up.
Yeah, I'll be pissed off. Wait, what?
What's right now?
Hello.
Så vi går fortsätt. Du gör John Lennon, fortsätt.
Gotta come back to that one.
Oh, you didn't pick up?
No, I didn't.
Okay, let's put that as a follow-up. Move on to the next one.
Right.
This is all in. This is agents in Atlanta, right? You call them.
Right. So I'm gonna call another one. I'm gonna put this one in chat. So this guy, he has this property as an Airbnb, but he's stuck on number 2. Like he wants to sell or finance. I don't think he's selling finance, but I think he's fixed on the number Airbnb. He wants to sell at that number. He's all the properties too.
That's the agent that also owns his property, right?
Yes, it's Jabari.
Got it. All right. Where did you left off with him?
We're supposed to call him back, but I don't know. I think I tried calling back, but he didn't answer.
Oh, okay. So pay attention to the comments when you call in. We'll give you some rebuttals on the comments. You can
Right.
see it coming on the screen.
Hello.
Hey, Jabari.
How you doing?
Hey, man, it's Shove. How's it going? Remember?
Yeah, I'm gonna help you.
Is it a good time to speak?
Yeah, I'm gonna help you. What's going on?
Hey, man. So yeah, I was following up on a conversation last time. We were trying to talk about a number to for that property on Midori. Was it Midori up in near Lakewood?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you know if you're gonna be if you're open to terms for that property?
Terms?
Yep.
Meaning it's
So
a simple process. You make an offer, it's a yes or no.
right. So like when I mean terms, it could be if you own a free and clear, it could be a seller finance deal.
No. Straight purchase.
A straight purchase, you want straight. So you gotta help me out a little bit because just with the interest rate, right? That's just gonna be real hard for.
I'm happy to help you out. You know, I'm not pressed to sell it, so
Right.
You can send an offer with approved financing, or you can't do anything. Also, waste time talking about this.
Right. So
Send offer.
so what don't you like about the terms aspect of it?
Say what?
What don't you like about the terms?
I'm not doing owner financing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only selling the property.
Okay.
I have terms. My terms are pay me and there's cash at the end of the deal. Otherwise, I'm not selling. Okay? I'm not knocking what you're trying to do. I purchased properties in the same manner. As a matter of fact, I originally thought that was the same way.
Oh, really?
That's not how I'm selling. Okay?
Right. So I mean, the process was probably good though, right?
It was, but that's not what I am looking for.
Mm-hmm. So what plans if you don't sell at the price you're asking for?
I'm going to keep it.
Right. Right. What about if we put you like a down payment that you'd be happy about?
Not going to work.
Okay.
I'm also a mortgage broker.
Oh, really
You
nice.
know, getting a DSCR loan, I can help you out.
Okay.
You got down payment, I can get you a loan.
Oh, okay. Okay. Can you give good rates?
Hey, the rates are what the rates are.
I want the old rates from 2020.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you own a lending company as well?
Yeah. A real estate broker and a mortgage broker.
Okay. Okay. That's real cool. All right. Yeah. But what about for your other properties? I know you got those too.
Same thing.
Same thing.
I'm not, yeah. They're Airbnbs, they cash flow well.
Right.
Only thing I would do if I sold it is move on to another project. That's why I'm not pressed to sell it.
Okay.
And I'm
Okay.
pretty firm on the price. I priced them so high, it's just not even really trying to sell it. But if somebody bring me the price, I'll sell it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Say what?
I feel you on that.
Yeah. So, again, I'm not pressed to sell it. I do understand, what rates are, but they are what they are.
Right.
Maybe they'll come down and you can refinance to something lower.
Right. So it seems like your ideal buyer would be like a homestead buyer, right?
Yeah. So, like with the duplex, a smart buyer could buy it, stay in one unit, rent out the other unit. Yeah. But it's not many smart buyers out there. Many people don't even know you can do that. You can get an FHA loan and buy the house with
Right.
3.5% down. Yeah.
Right. Right. And you're gambling with the market and see if someone will pay you over market?
What do you mean by that?
Like just playing with the market, how it's going is right now. So you just want to see if someone's willing to pay that much in this type of market.
Yeah, basically.
Right. All right, I think that's it, Joe Bro. I appreciate you taking my call. Definitely stay in touch. I think just for investment wise, we could definitely see if we could work some way in the future.
Okay, cool.
That's it. All right, man.
Take care.
Take it easy. Bye. Yeah, that was nothing.
That guy was motivated.
Yeah, he's not motivated at all. But with this kind of guy, though, with this kind of guy, you want your confidence level should be a little bit higher, right? Like your tone matching his energy, because he's the kind of guy that like to bully people, right? I want what this might be a broker, I don't know, but like he has a little arrogance in him, so you gotta have that, right? That's why I said when he said he has a lending company, your next answer should be, yeah, we own one too. Right. If I needed to get a loan, and we do, guys, we have Julian in the Atlanta market. He's part of our community. He owns a lending company. Abraham owns a lending company. Pace owns a lending company. And those are all our partners. So we do by default own a lending company. If I need a loan, I really don't need to go through you. We also do that too. Right. So you're not interested in what you're trying to find out is, okay, great, I got it. So you're not interested in doing terms. You bought this property on terms. That's great. So you're already familiar with it. I'm not going to go into a lot of details. So are you selling this just to get into, big and better investments? Is that kind of what you're trying to accomplish here? Okay, great. Are you doing some sort of 1031, or what does that look like? Right. And then after that, just try to see if there is something maybe worth following up with. Or another thing is push, like, for example, ask him, hey, listen, great, you're doing what we're doing. It sounds like you're still on the market. We're definitely not a good fit as a buyer. But you know what? We also do buy land to build on. Do you have anything right now available that we can look at? Right? Remember, it's not about necessarily getting the deal, but at least don't leave the call without a relationship. Because the guy was, I do the same thing you do.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good way. I'm not knocking it because I've bought it that way.
Right.
It's just on my property here, it doesn't work.
Right.
That's because he's maybe needing the money to get into something else. But you gotta have. So I don't know how you read my comment, but I was saying we own, not to ask him that he owned. Okay. Right. So you gotta match your little arrogant energy and take control of the call, and be straight to the point. You don't have to beat around the bushes. The main thing for you is you gotta stop thinking about what to say next. You're right. Just let the conversation lead you. If you see there's nothing there, there's nothing. Don't even it's okay to pull away. Hey, buddy, sounds like we're just not a good fit, but here's something else we're looking for. Do you have something like that available right now that we can look at? Right? It can be anything, you know what I mean? Or ask him how long he's been investing. What is his business model? Right? Maybe maybe you don't get a deal, but you might get a relationship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So boom.
Get something out of it.
Yep.
And that property was on the market, it's on the market for now 35 days. I'm thinking you could have just said, all right, well, I'm assuming you called him last week. Was there any new activity he got on the property? Did he show it to anybody? Ask him how the feedback, what type of feedback he may have gotten. Call him out. Like, why do you have it on the MLS? I don't understand. You're telling me you don't need to sell, but you have it on MLS. Get him to open up.
How long has it been listed?
So 35 days.
Yeah, 35.
35 days. Got it. So it's not that huge. It's not like it's been 100. That's why I like to talk to people that are more like 90 days or more.
Yeah.
30 days is not a huge pain, because with this market, anything that sells around like the 60-day mark is perfectly normal. You know what I mean? So anything over that, it might start a little bit, but even 90 days is not really huge. So you gotta know how to set it up, like to explain people what is the benefit you bring in, right? So, but yeah, a little bit more confidence on the tone and not think about what you're gonna say, because people can smell it when you're not confident, especially the red personality.
Yeah,
that's not something you cannot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to. You heard the term "fake it till you make it." Right. So you have all type of partners you can think of, right? So, all right, let's go on another one.
You send me over in private chat one of the new ones. I'll call it right now. See what we can do with it.
I'm trying to see.
Let's keep it ATL for a bit. See what we can get.
Let's go. Is the one you're about to call is the one on is it Midor Avenue?
That was the one I sent. Yeah.
Is that the
Yeah.
one you want David to call?
No,
Which
we
one?
just called that one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you want me to send one, all
Yeah, if you have one that's lined up.
Yeah, one lined up in the group chat.
right. Do
Oh,
you
no,
want
not
one
in the group chat.
as a potential?
Yeah, one that you haven't called yet.
Okay, have called. Okay.
Haven't
I
called
will-
yet. You do the follow-ups.
All right.
Something you have lined
Hold
up
on.
that you're gonna call.
So fresh new one, right?
New one, yeah.
All right. So I have the one in Miami.
Miami.
They're going through their situation, so they may not answer. I know with the Florida one, I try to call with Mamadou, but that one, the guy's not answering right now. But try this one.
Oh,
So you called this. You said they're going through a situation and they're just not picking up the phone anymore.
This is another one for what Mamadou sent me through Instagram. Like a call, wholesaler fucked up the situation. They're like they held an open house while I was under contract. So
Got
it
it.
goes to agent.
All right. Either way, I'm just gonna call it like a cold call. Like I don't
yeah,
know.
just call it as a cold call. Yeah.
So it's
What is-
Keller Williams, Vanessa Cassis.
Do you want the one that Mamadou sent me, or you want this is a new one? The one
And
I-
anyone, bro. Let's just call. We just want to call.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter. What's the story with this Miami one?
I mean, I haven't called yet.
You already called it?
I haven't called.
Oh, okay. That's a fresh one.
Yeah.
I'm calling right now. Can you hear this?
This call may be recorded for training purposes.
Hello? Hello? No. Call again.
This call may be recorded for training purposes.
Oh, I'm calling Redfin. I gotta call the broker, Vanessa Cassis. Let me look it up.
If you actually scroll down, like after the details, then it has it.
Realtor. I think I found it. Got it. It's 954-999-6120. Let's go.
Hello.
Hey, Vanessa.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? This is David, Tribe Home Buyers.
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was scraping Redfin. They came across a property. Looks like your name's attached to it. Looking at 14930 Northwest 16th Drive.
Yes.
Great. So you're the broker on that.
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Well, I am a buyer in the market. I wanted to see kind of what the story is here, and maybe if anything, I may be a good fit or not. I just wanted to kind of see what's going on here. So what can you tell me about the home?
Yeah, so it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, as you see on Redfin. There's a laundry room on the out that you can enter from the outside of the property, and it sits on shy of a half acre. So right now there are 2 permits that are in the process of being closed, which is electrical and plumbing. And as soon as that's closed, then the seller, she would like to then execute a contract and get it sold. We just don't want to go ahead and execute a contract until the permits are closed because you're dealing with the county.
Right. Got it. So you said electrical
And
and plumbing. You're getting those permits,
Yes.
and then you'll
Yes.
get the certificate of occupancy.
No, there's certificate of occupancy is not needed. We just get them closed out because we want to ship deliver the property free and clear. It's a flip property that she took care of. It's an investment property for her.
Oh, so you're dealing with an investor.
Yeah, she's an investor.
Great. So I see the price is $549 or $550. Is that what you're seeing homes going for in this market right now?
Oh, absolutely.
Got it. So you're
yeah. Are you familiar with that side of Miami?
A bit.
Okay.
One of my partners is definitely in this market. I'm more familiar with, I would say, Hollywood, and I would say more Fort Lauderdale-ish parts of South Florida. But no, either way, we are in this market.
This area is considered unincorporated Dade, Biscayne Gardens. So they have like a niche where they're known to have larger lot sizes because it's very rare these days to get anything in Miami that is almost on a half an acre. So it's very desirable, and it's hard to find a property in the area because it's usually someone who passed away or they left their property to their friends and family, but most people do not sell in that area very often. So when you get it quick and sell it.
Right. So look, I don't want to waste your time. I want to get right to it, right? I'm an investor, just like your client. And I'm sure you as a broker understand how investors think, right? We don't pay retail. So I just want to get to the chase, right? As far as me and my team, I'm the guy on the team that's calling the brokers up because I actually am also licensed. I'm in New York State, not in Florida. I think there's reciprocality though. So I can probably transact. But as far as kind of how we work in Florida, we're calling brokers and seeing just based off the interest rates in the market, if owners that are represented by people like yourself would be open to creative finance or seller finance.
To a certain limit, yes, she is.
Amazing.
But she's willing to do only $30,000 of seller financing. Max.
Oh, can you explain what you mean there?
30,000. So out of whatever the purchase price is, whatever financing you have, it's if there's a difference of $30,000 needed or less by the buyer, then she's willing to do that.
Okay.
Because it's a soft second mortgage.
So you have a mortgage on the home?
Yeah, there's a mortgage on the home.
Got it. Okay.
But that doesn't matter. It'll be a soft second mortgage for the buyer.
Right. All right. Well, we've done multiple types of creative finance deals where we've taken over mortgages subject to. We've also done something in Florida recently where we've taken over a property that had a mortgage on it but also had equity. And I think so. Let me just walk through the numbers before I go anywhere as far as kind of what we can do. So I understand the home you're selling it for $550,000. The mortgage, I'm assuming, is a pretty big amount, or is there equity left as well when you sell?
That's to be disclosed by her. So she didn't want me to disclose that, but you can see what the price was purchased for online.
Okay. Right.
At the end of the day, she just wants to get as close to her 550 so she can walk away and a buyer can be happy for the property that they're using.
So it sounds like ideally she wants cash. Move on to the next investment.
Yeah, cash. I mean, even if it's a conventional, it's still cash to her. So I don't know if people get tripped up on saying, "Oh, cash." Yeah, no, you don't have to have a $550,000 in cash, but a conventional, it'll be wired to her the same day, regardless of how she gets it.
Right. I'm looking at the records right now. So she bought it for $280,000. Nice flip.
No, she bought it for more than that.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong number then. Okay. Either way, yeah. Just yeah. It's one. In the end, if something doesn't work out, or the type of.
So what offer were you guys trying to do?
Well, first, I just wanted to see where you were at. It seems like, it's been on the market for a little bit. So we're calling definitely homes that have been on the market or the MLS for more than ideally 60 days. Just with the interest rate environment, we're seeing if homeowners or investors are willing to take a price cut or price reduction for us, because we are trying to buy, but we're being very careful with cash, right? But with that said, we're also asking now, and we our team, we have a new program where we're taking over homes on terms, doing creative finance through working with brokers like yourself, and we're getting activity. Okay, can you hear me? Hello? She hung up. I'll call her back.
David, you're just a little bit confusing on the terms.
Yeah.
Higher commission.
Hey, David. Yeah, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think we lost connection there.
That's okay.
All good. So yeah, I would like to give you an off or give you your asking price if, let's say, we were to work out a terms deal.
What would those terms be?
Terms. So it sounds like you got a mortgage, right? Hello? Connection's bad.
All right. So listen.
We text her.
Are you on the phone still?
Yeah, no, I'm off. I'm gonna text her.
Okay. So this lady is not gonna tell you about the mortgage. She's still very reserved.
Yeah.
So you don't want to go back to that. You already know there's a mortgage, but the seller didn't disclose it. I would more so go into the third party of, we can take over the mortgage and whatever equity it is, depending if it's a big equity, right? We'll give a down payment on that and pay that equity over time. So you'll get the full asking price on the down payment. We'll make sure that obviously we factor in your commission as well to make sure you're taken care of, right? But sometimes there's some sellers that we buy properties from. They have a big mortgage and a very small equity. And if that's the case, then we just pay out their equity, pay your commission, and just take over the mortgage. See what I mean? So
yeah.
when you start talking around, like it's confusing and she don't know what you're talking about. Actually, like, where's this guy going with? I don't care where you get your money from. If it's Wells Fargo, if it's your granny giving you a check, as long as the money comes into that, right? So you got to be very clear when you're talking about, so that they're clear on what type of transaction we're talking about.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I should have went third party story there.
Right. And because she's reserved, the lady is reserved. So with this lady, you're gonna have to build some rapport and credibility before she would open up and give you what you need. Or guess what? The seller is an investor, right? You being a broker, you know that some sellers don't necessarily disclose everything to their realtor.
Mm-hmm.
So the seller might not have disclosed the mortgage amount, but she just knows there is a mortgage. Maybe the seller wasn't comfortable disclosing that because it doesn't matter anyway. If you pay me that money, I can wipe out my equity. Why do you, my realtor, need to know my because some realtors work with like crappy sellers, bro.
Yeah.
Like slumped, right? So get to the point, be very clear on what you're trying to accomplish. So when people go, what is actually your offer? All right? My offer is your full asking price. It's just not cash, it's creative. But when you start, I would really love to make you a cash. Now you start beating around the bush and turning, you're not going to give them a cash offer at that number.
Yeah, not at that number.
Right?
Yeah.
So don't beat around the bush about the cash offer because it's not going to work. It's like, hey, I would offer you full asking. The price that you're asking for, I'll be able to give that to your seller, but I will be able to do so with doing it, with a sale that is a little bit outside of the box. All right. And then go into it also. Don't have them like, okay, what is outside of the box? What is terms? They keep repeating that 3 times. Just explain what it is, give 2 examples, or go back to a third party story. Make sure she understands. Even if she says no, I can live with a no. I cannot live with somebody that says no to me because they're confused.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I would still hit her back up, see if she picks up.
Text her.
But get to the point. All right. Maybe in the meantime, this lady right here, the one in Florida, I think he put it in the chat.
Angie?
No, the one in Angie Bell. That's the one that the wholesaler fell out of escrow twice, right? Yeah, that one definitely. Where did you left off with that seller?
I tried calling her, didn't
Mhm.
answer. Probably because of the hurricane.
Oh yeah.
Answer.
But you did talk to her once, right?
Yeah, I did talk to her. That's where like the wholesaler had an open house, and like now like and I like embarrassed her, and she like kind of iffy working with them that trade.
Right. So David, with this one right here, this NG Baltic, whatever. With this one, you're gonna have to throw that wholesaler under the bus, unfortunately. Right?
So you want me
Hey.
to score CR this one a little bit?
Yeah, you can't. Here's my few questions that I have. A wholesaler had it on the contract. I'm sure the wholesaler went through the realtor, right? And then he had open houses while the property was listed, and she didn't know. So my question is, okay, did she at least think about asking like earnest money, so at least they got something and the guy didn't just waste their time? It doesn't seem like it, but Shub didn't ask that, right? And then also now you're gonna have to throw that wholesaler under the bus, because like you're gonna have to distinguish yourself from like being a wholesaler. So the way to do that is, hey, actually this deal was sent to me as a buyer, and I forget even what the company is because we received so many of those. I told them that the numbers is way off, so I'm not surprised that it fell out of escrow. Right? Try to see if they get some earnest money or whatever, and then pick it up from there. See where they at. Obviously, it's not selling. See if there is potential for terms. If not, what is the low? I know I already got an MAO for that thing right there. Let's see.
Got it. So I'll go in as if like someone sent me this out of the blue. I'll pretend like I don't know where I got it from because I see so many deals. I'll just be guy calling broke. I'll figure something out and then I'll go from there. All right, let me call. Looks like a nice home from the outside.
Yeah,
It's like
on
a
the cash.
Home.
On the cash between 380 and 405.
380
and 405, yeah, somewhere in that range.
I'll anchor at like 375 then.
Yeah, but terms, full asking obviously.
All right, here we go. And Angie is the name.
Yeah.
Angie Ballistic.
All right. If she doesn't pick up on the third time, I'm leaving a voicemail as well. Agents, they like voicemails.
Hi, this is Angie Baltic with Sandy Feet Vacation Rent.
To a certain extent, it depends who's calling them and leaving a voicemail. 727. If we're a buyer all day, they'll respond.
Do the I forgot how they call it. When you leave in the voicemail, you go, "Hey Angie, I was something like it would make the what was it?"
Hello, this is Angie.
Hey Angie, how are you? This is David from Tribe Home Buyers.
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I am doing excellent. I came across a property someone shot over my shot my way in Palm Harbor, and it looks like you're the broker on it.
Yeah, I'm the listing agent.
Yeah, 394. I may butcher it. Julia Ave.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, I am a buyer in this market, and I wanted to give you a call and see what's going on here. It looks like there's a price cut that just happened last month.
Yeah, they lowered it a little bit. They had an investor come in, and then they kind of just lowballed us after coming back and saying they wanted a lot of money off, and so we ended up losing the contract, and they did some painting and put it back on the market and did a price cut. So. Oh
man, that sounds like a headache.
Yeah, it's been on for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm calling all throughout Florida, and I'm sorry, I should have asked you how's everything holding up because I know the hurricane just passed through.
Oh yeah, we're fine in this area. Thanks for asking. It was south of us that got hit hard, but we're good here. Got it. I didn't even lose my sign.
No, good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, just checking. I know Fort Myers got destroyed. So
yeah, they did. It's really bad.
So yeah, again, I'm looking on Zillow right now. It looks like there's pictures here. So you mentioned a contract fell through.
Yeah, we had a contract like, I don't know now, maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Oh, are you able to share what happened?
It was just investors. We didn't realize what they were doing. They gave us an offer that was way higher than they actually wanted to pay. And they did a home inspection and then just came back with a ridiculously low counter. And so we just let them go.
So they retraded in contract.
Yeah. They tried to negotiate after they said they did a home inspection. They didn't really do one. And then, so it fell through.
I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, sounds like someone that's just inexperienced, probably even a wholesaler.
It was a wholesaler, which we didn't know. We asked them and they said they weren't.
Ouch. Yeah, these wholesalers they're killing a lot of these homeowners that I'm speaking with. You know, I speak with agents and I also go direct to homeowners, and with the market the way it is, it's like you know, everyone, you know, who has a home on the market right now, these wholesalers are just calling agents and calling direct, and yeah, sometimes they just kill the whole, you know, process of selling a home. It's just I hear it from all angles.
Yeah, definitely. So are you a buyer? Are you interested? Did you have any questions on the property or anything?
Yes, I am a buyer. So I guess, you know, back to that deal that you just had, I'm assuming that you had, like, at least you got to keep the EMD, right?
No, they had an inspection period, so they ended up backing out during it.
Oh, okay. Ouch. Yeah, so we don't do that. You know, we want to be as upfront and make sure, you know, we're working with whatever the buyer needs and requests. We want to try and accommodate that. So we are long-term holders when it comes to buying, right? We do fix and flips, but right now it's really not what we're trying to do. And I'm the guy on the team that works with the realtors because I am licensed. I'm out of New York, but I am calling in the entire Florida state right now, trying to find deals. And just with the, you know, the interest rates, we see from, you know, a lot of our friends with, you know, with homes that they're trying to buy, and, you know, from people we talk with, as well as just local homeowners, it's very hard to get a loan. The rates are killing all the deals. So we're asking, right, with, like, say, homes that are on the market on the MLS for a certain amount of days, you know, we'd be willing to pay the asking rents, or I'm sorry, asking prices that we see. So 625, I'm assuming, right, it hasn't, no one's been able to touch that price on cash yet?
Yeah, that's correct.
Right. What type of feedback are you getting?
You can probably tell from the pictures, it definitely needs some work. So it's a little overpriced. They need to come down, and I think they're about ready to do that.
Oh, okay. Well, how are you able to share kind of what a whisper price would be?
No, I don't know. They haven't told me.
Got it. And I'm assuming you got a lot of lowball offers?
Yes. Any of them we've had have not been anywhere close to where they wanted to take.
Mm-hmm. Has anyone given you like a construction estimate as far as kind of like what they would think it would take to fix it up and put it back on the market, or possibly just hold on to it?
No, they haven't.
Okay. Because I'm looking at pictures right now, it definitely looks like a big job.
Yeah, it definitely needs a lot.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just not sure I'm going to be able to reach that 625 number. I just want to be straight up with you on that. You know, as an investor, I got to be careful with how I distribute my cash. Yeah, so, you know, again, I'm calling again to see as far as what homes or homeowners may be open who are, say, working with realtors to, say, maybe like a creative route where you guys sell or finance my team. You know, I'd be able to I'll give you that asking price of 625.
Yeah, they're not interested in doing seller financing. They just need to sell it and get rid of it. I've actually had quite a few people call and ask about that, but they're not interested.
Okay. What was the feedback on doing seller finance?
The sellers don't want to do it.
Is there something that they just don't like about it?
I don't know. They just said they didn't. I'm sorry. I actually got to run. I got to run out to an appointment. But if you guys just do decide that you want to put in an offer or anything, you're welcome to like send it over, and we'd love to look at it. But they definitely are not interested in seller finance. I've already had the conversation with them.
Okay, I understand. I don't want to take that much more of your time. Let me just ask you this before I let you go. Do you have any other properties that you're looking to sell at the moment?
I don't.
You don't, okay. All right, I appreciate it. I guess I can maybe try you back at a different time. I'll take another look at the home and maybe we give you an offer.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
That was good though.
I think
You can handle it. You gotta get out.
frustrated. She's frustrated about all these questions, this property.
Yeah, I know. Some of these brokers, man, I
Yeah.
feel it.
But here's the thing, guys. You have to think about something though. Right now with this market, most properties are not selling, right?
Right.
Think about how many people are hammering those realtors. So you want to be to the point, quick and concise.
Yeah,
Not to the question is like, man, just 2 minutes ago I was answering all these questions, right? Yesterday I was answering these questions. Yeah, I know it's not selling. I understand they need to calm down. I already know all of that, right? It's like,
I have seller finance offers already.
right. So
Another one.
right. So if you made it short, you can always pivot back to, hey, has anybody just approached you and asked you guys, hey, how about we just come in, partner up with the seller, we bring up the funds for the rental, they get a little bit more money than they would get on a cash offer, but like they just need to wait maybe 2-3 months to get it. We'll come in, fix it up. You know what I mean? Like turn to the Novation route. We don't know if they had that offer.
Yeah.
But like the questions is a little bit too, you can tell she's very nice. She's a nice lady.
Yeah, she's
nice.
heard it all already, and she fell
Oh
out.
my gosh, get to the point, right?
Yeah, she fell out.
Very,
Give me an offer and get off the phone.
yeah, I was about to type. You're being long-winded, right?
So quick question too. So what about like the commission aspect? Like she wants to hear that too, right?
Yeah. So you gotta, and that thing you gotta bring that up right up front with realtors.
Yeah.
Right. That's what they care about at the end of the day, because oftentimes 99.9% of the time they think on seller finance options they actually don't get their commission.
Maybe it's like, well, would you consider it if I make sure you'll get taken care of? I'll give you the offer. I'll make sure your full fee is in the deal. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I got to figure out. Yeah, we could try it again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one is probably somebody to call back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Different conversation, but get back in the door. Maybe the Novation route, because maybe you never know, right? Maybe the one you want to find out what they don't like about it. Maybe it's just an elderly seller. They don't want to deal with like a long-term whatever, but maybe innovation would be a good fit where they can get that in a few. It's just figuring out, hey, also, why not test the waters on the cash offer?
I should have maybe throw a low ball.
Right? Hey, I'm looking at it. I think based on the work, now I haven't looked at it yet. I obviously have to go see it. I don't want to do the same thing that this other knucklehead did to you. But I think just based on the pictures, I can say roughly and give a range, right? Do you think that's something they would even look at, right? Or should I maybe come a little bit over that, right? And it's weird that this thing has been listed for so long and she don't have any feedback on how much it costs to basically fix it. So usually I think they just don't want to disclose. It's not like they don't have it. All right, we got Nicholas in the building. Nicholas, come on, bro. Everybody want to see your hair, bro.
You see me?
Yeah, turn your camera on.
No,
I think it's on.
It's dark.
It's too dark.
Too dark.
It's like dark.
Oh, black. The screen's black.
And Jackson is over here also. I think he might want to make calls. So, David, we can also call. Do you have any like actual sellers that we need to follow up on? We can have that call.
Let me see. Maybe this guy Anthony. That's about it.
Just don't bring up the address. This is live YouTube. You never know. Knuckleheads will call behind you.
Okay, run with it.
Yeah, just you can say the street name, but don't say full address. I think Jackson is here. Jackson might want to make some calls.
Cuban, your turn.
Otherwise,
We gotta go.
the one I just sent it in the chat says price reduced for a quick sale, huge opportunity to own 3-bed, 2-bath, like a cat.
Which one? Oh,
It's
this is Miami. Where? What's the address? The one you just posted here?
Yeah.
Miami. Ooh, price reduced for quick sale, huge opportunity to own 3-bed and 2-bath, single family home. I love how agents
You need to sell it. You need that money.
they're like huge opportunity, huge. Every time they write huge is like the other way around.
Yeah, they have capital letters and they explain like some description. Amazing location.
Right.
Huge backyard with a small pool. Like, all right, well, I want a big pool, so thank you
I
for that.
know, right? Let's do it, bro. You have a seller? Let's
Where's
call
the-
an actual seller.
Here, let me try.
I don't know if
I'm just not I think this guy's gonna start going over. 'Cause I have to comp a home on. Sorry, I have to go over the address and stuff to compare. I'm not confident.
you can bring up the company addresses, but you cannot bring up the
Slow.
subject. Bro, you know we have a small mic. When you say the numbers, you can just mute yourself, right?
Yeah. Let me do it. Let's see if I can get him.
No, he's okay. So just mute yourself when you talk in address. Jackson, can you pin on leave? I think she got cold feet and just left.
All right, so Shub and Nicholas, just so you're caught up to speed on this one, we've had multiple conversations with this guy, and he called back earlier this week and is saying, look, he just wants to offload his homes. He's in Washington. He wants to travel the world. He's open to seller finance. So let's get it. I'm gonna call right now.
What touches us?
In Seattle.
No, like how many touches have you talked to him so far? How many times you talked to him?
Hey, Anthony. Hey, how are you? It's David. I am doing well. I know we were supposed to talk, I think like 2 days ago. I think we missed each other. I just wanted to see if it's a good time to speak. It sounds like you're outside. Okay. I wanted to continue our discussion on the seller finance deal or possible deal that I think we were talking about for your 5-unit. Yeah, I don't know if you gave it more thought. What where are you at as far as like thinking about how you want to proceed with that? Did you think of like that would work? So you want a nice down payment. So I'm just repeating what you said. So you want a nice down payment and an interest rate that is. Got it. Hey, you mind if I call you back? Okay, hold on. All right, I'm gonna call from my phone. Maybe that will work that way. Is that better?
Yep.
Hey, sorry about that.
Okay.
Just my headset was looked like it was about to die. The battery's low.
Gotcha.
So you were mentioning you need a nice down payment and a high interest rate.
Some kind of good interest rate, definitely. But I mean, I don't know how long I really want to go like on a thing because I really just want to kind of retire on some of this stuff. And you know, having the money is good if it's a good enough interest rate, but at the same time, it'd have to be a good payment every month. So I don't know. It's kind of open a little bit. That it's a little bit hard because you know I know
getting a little frustrated with, not being able to do what I wanted to do. And that worries me a bit.
Right. Okay. So, I do want to touch into what you just said there. So when you talk about a nice down payment, is there like a specific number you were thinking about?
At least a couple $100,000.
Couple $100,000?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just say like 200,000. It's a couple, right? And then you said high interest rate. I know rates are going up. Is there a rate you had in mind? So let's just say, we've done a handful of seller finance deals throughout the country, and we're normally getting like 0% to 2% interest on our terms. So when you say high interest rate, it kind of scares me.
Well, yeah, I know, because that just wouldn't work for me, because I've got some other units that I'm paying a higher interest rate on, and I'd rather just take that cash. I'd be making more money if I just liquidate the property, and then going from there. Because I've got properties right now I'm paying a high interest rate on. So I'm not going to go backwards. It wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah. Well, I was curious, what rates did you lock in on or at?
I mean, I've got some properties that have been 7-8%.
Ooh, that's high.
Which is too high. Yes, I know.
And
so, I mean, for me to try to carry someone and not get what I had, it wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah, it'd be what, like negative arbitrage.
Yeah, I'd have to. I need to get. I'd have to have my payments in a different area.
Roger. Okay. Yeah. So when it comes to us, we're really just caring if we can cash flow on the back end. So if we were to even consider, continuing a discussion when it comes to terms or you financing us, it's really going to matter as far as kind of, all right, you tell us what program or loan program that, Bank of Anthony wants to provide, and we can take that and kind of run our numbers. But I mean, look, in the end, it sounds like that's not something you're so, ready to go down and do. It sounds like, you do need a nice down payment. I understand you're looking for a retail or price of what, 1.2 million for the home?
Right.
Okay. And you're not, I know I asked you this, but the realtor question is out. Like, you're just not going to put on the MLS, right? No. So what happens if you don't sell?
I'm going to do my thing. I can just cash flow property. I own it outright.
Right. And I know you said you had that other property in Seattle that you were looking to sell as well. Is the same thing? You're just going to hold on to that one too?
I'm looking to get rid of some properties,
So let's talk. I want to buy some properties in the market, right? I'm a buyer. My team, we just bought 5 homes last month.
Right.
It's just a matter if the numbers work. I know we've been talking for a bit.
Have cash out offers would be better for me. But, I have that place on Barton. I've got a place up on 39. The right numbers for these places, if I let go and I get the right number, okay.
Right. Okay. And you're looking for cash, right? Are you saying all of those homes?
Pretty much cash.
Okay. And you said, right, let's in your ideal world, I think I tried to paint it for you. You're going to be traveling more, right? You want to go to the Dubais of the world. You said that you like to go to Mexico. I'd be glad to try and create some type of program with you. Well, really, it would be your program to us, where we pay you those installments so that you don't have to worry about income and you could just travel for the rest of your life. I'd be glad to go over those numbers. Is there any way? So you're telling me you have 7 and 8%? That's interesting. 7 and 8% on all the homes? You have mortgages on all of them?
All of them, but I'm one of them right now. It's just the numbers, $500,000 almost, 450, 500,000.
Are you able just to confirm one more time the other homes that the addresses, so I can just take a quick look right now?
I got this other one that I could talk to you about, but right now I'm just kind of up lingering, trying to negotiate on this other one. So I'm not even gonna bring that up at the moment.
Got it. And if you had to pick one right now, if you had to choose which, so this, the other one you said that you just gave to me on the 1022, yeah, you said you're trying to focus on getting rid of that one first.
Now, I would be willing to do some creative, you know, I've got a low, somewhat of not, well, it's about a 5.5% interest rate, but you know, if you paid it off, I mean, if you paid me off and then I transferred the financing figure, I'd be interested in doing something like that.
Okay, how much principal do you have left?
It's about 300 right now, 300-400.
300-400. And what are you asking for it? Like the sale price?
I want somewhere right around
800.
Yeah.
So you have like probably what, 400K in equity?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Okay, and you said you had a 5.5% interest. What?
Yeah, so I owe about 300 on it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So if that loan could be wrapped around it, like if it could be, you know, if you paid me down, I would carry the other part if it's something that you want to do, or you just buy it out, whatever. Maybe you're stronger just to buy it out.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at it right now on the internet. What's the condition of it?
With the what?
The condition inside. How much work do you think I need to put in?
I'm putting a new roof and I'm doing some. I gutted the place because I vaulted the ceiling. It was like kind of a box, but right now it's feeling really spacious. Putting in a master bathroom, putting in a new service box, and it's got a mother-in-law garage ADU that's set up for an ADU. That would be no problem to do. It could be a cash cow. It could be bring in about $5,500 a month.
$5,500 a month, and it's vacant.
Yep. With it would be bringing that in with the ADU done. The ADU's not done. Not the ADU is just perfect with ADU. It's perfect neighborhood. Kind of a view from the street or the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
That's some pretty good things about it.
Right.
102.
Okay, got it. All right, yeah. And it's vacant right now. Anthony?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, so the home is vacant or is it cash flowing?
It's vacant.
It's vacant.
It's vacant.
Okay.
Like I said, I was vaulting the ceilings and I just got done. I'm just putting the new roof on it right now. It's just going to be done this weekend. But the ceilings were vaulted, so it's got to be rocked and paved. And it's actually a remodel. It's going to have to go in for remodel. It's going to have all the kitchen and everything. But it is there. It's already got it. So it's plug and play.
Yeah.
All the main stuff is done. It's just right now it's going in and, you know, it still needs to be sheetrock, but like I said, it vaulted the ceilings, new service, stuff like that.
Yeah, and I hear it. It's probably looks really nice.
Neighborhood, yeah.
So I would be interested in looking at that and seeing what maybe my team can do there. It sounds like, you know, you are looking to get rid of that debt. You said you had 400,000 with 5.5% interest.
That's got about 300 on that right now.
Yeah.
300,000 debt, somewhere in there. But
So-
I have another house that I have over 400,000 that I want to get rid of that debt.
And where is that one?
No, I'm not going to sell it.
Oh, you're not.
Get rid of the debt.
Okay.
I just want to be done with the debt.
Yeah, no, yeah, I hate debt myself. You know, we do take over mortgages subject to when we buy real estate, right? When title and deed will transfer to us. We've done this multiple times. We've done it in Florida, North Carolina, Georgia. One of our partners.
Did that work out okay?
What's that? Yeah, it really depends, right? On the back end, if we can cash flow. You know, we've never missed a payment. We have great references. You know, it's a tricky type of transaction for some people to really understand and grasp at first right? But it's something that has been going on for a really long time. And a person like you, I know you're definitely savvy. You're like the guy I want to be when I'm going to be your age. I don't know how old you are, but like, you know, you're traveling the world. That's what I want to do. Just own real estate. And it works for people like you, right? Where we were able to take over mortgages like that.
Yeah.
So let me I think what I want to do is let me take another look at the home here. Let me talk to my team and see what type of what we can maybe do with that one on 39th.
Sure. Good enough.
And let me ask again, what's like the best time to get you maybe tomorrow?
I'll just shoot me a call anytime or text me.
Yeah, you're pretty easy to get on the phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Talk soon. Bye.
Whoa.
Yeah, this guy he's sophisticated.
This
So,
is the guy with the fake 8-plex.
yes.
Yeah.
He's got
So-
an 8 unit that he thinks is an 8 unit, and it's really a 5 unit. But Jackson thinks it's really not a 5 unit; it's a 2 unit. Jackson, you there? I see you commenting somewhere. Oh man,
Jackson.
Yeah, it's not even a 5 unit. It's just single family.
Oh, there you go. It's just single family. But I think the main thing with this guy is, you know, he have a bunch of properties. He would love to offload some of them. You know, I would focus on, like, if he had a magic wand right now, which one would he let go tomorrow? Right?
the one that I muted out a bunch of times to verify the address.
You just gave the information on?
Put it in the private chat here.
Okay, that one is vacant, right?
It's vacant. He's redoing the roof.
Mhm.
Inside, he's got that $400K loan on it, 5.5% interest.
Okay.
I guess if he's not going to sell it, right? It sounds like he's just going to hold on to his portfolio, which I clarified on my last call with him. I said, in his ideal world, what happens if you don't sell all your homes because you told me you're trying to offload it? So, well, I was going to hold on to it. So he's going to put a renter in it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to hold on to it. The problem is, I think you guys are not getting into the nitty-gritty about the numbers, right? If you're open to a solution, we need to know what those numbers are. So at first, I was a little bit confused about the mortgages, the interest rate he's talking about. But what he's actually saying is that he has mortgages already in place at high interest. Is that what he's saying?
Yes.
Okay. Which is not a big deal because obviously he's cash flowing with those mortgages, right? As long as they're not like amortizable rate type of mortgages, right? Why aren't we just talking about just taking those over, give you, because he's gonna have a big down payment anyway if he's selling more than one property, because he's gonna get a down payment on his equity on more than one. Getting a big chunk on all of them, and now every single month on your equity, you're also getting, you know, a check, and now you're just traveling and just collecting checks, right? So the interest rate that you're talking about, we don't need to give it to you that high interest rate. We just take it over. There's not a discussion about giving it to you. We just take that over, right? The discussion is more so towards, hey, why are we talking about going and taking a loan to wipe it out? Why don't we just take over those loans? You're no longer responsible for them. We're responsible for the payments, and then let's talk about your equity. What can we work out on your equity? As long as we can cash flow in the back end, we're good to go. You get your full asking price. You buy them as is. You don't have to fix anything. You get your full equity. We just need to determine what is that cash at close for you, right? If you're selling more than one property, obviously you're working with a big chunk, right? You're walking away with a big chunk. And then what is that monthly, every single month? And you're getting monthly on more than one property.
Yeah.
Right? So instead of every time setting up follow-ups, also is leaving him with homework. Like, hey, I really need you to think about your down payment you want on your equity, the monthly, and how long you're willing to carry it for. Because otherwise, we don't move the ball forward.
Yeah.
Every single time, you guys just gonna circle around and then another follow-up, and then you don't get anywhere because you guys still stuck on not knowing what are we doing. Like, are we done dating? Are we getting married, or are we like, what are we doing?
You're right. You're right.
Just in the open, right? So, yeah. All right. So, I have Mike here. He said he has a seller he wants called. Let's see what's up.
What's up, Mike?
What's up?
What up, Shop? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
What up, y'all? So I got this seller who's got like this $1 million house, and he's going through like pre-foreclosure. I barely just had my first touch with him yesterday, and
Somebody has the echo and music playing.
I think it's Jackson.
Jackson,
My bad.
that's you. No, all good. All good.
All right. Sorry, bro. Can you repeat?
Yeah. So yesterday I was able to get in touch with this seller who's I think he's going through like pre-foreclosure, and he's got like this $1 million like mansion. He called it like a castle or something, you know. And he said I was trying to talk to him about like just what's going on and everything with the bank, and he's saying, and where's his mortgage at and all that, and he's telling me that he's disputing the mortgage with his mortgage company or whatever, his lender or whatever. And so I'm not really sure where to take this to, you know, because it's like, for me, like when I hear $1 million or up, he was like $6 million. I was like, damn, I think that's out of my ballpark. You know?
He owes the bank $6 million, or the property is worth?
No, he's saying that the property's worth $6 million, and there's
Which state is this?
Texas.
Oh, Texas. Okay, we're in Texas.
Shoot, I'd have to. Let me see.
The challenge with, you know, a lot of people get excited or afraid about these big high end type of price point properties.
Yeah,
guys, those properties actually suck.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, because there's not much you can do with it to monetize it. Right. One, most of them, the areas where the properties are very regulated. There's not much you can do. Two, if you can do something, is not really short-term rentals, so that type of stuff. Like, it has to be like corporate rentals, renting it to like maybe like business retreats. Like, you gotta go like something. You gotta have connects. Maybe like, you know,
celebrities or something.
Rent it to like Hollywood folks, people that have music and stuff. So if you can't do that, then you can't do nothing with it. It sounds cute talking about it. But they honestly suck. Your properties from $500, from 500,000 and below, actually performs better than those properties. I was dealing with a property in New Jersey, 12.8 million. We called that seller with Pace himself. So I talked to the seller first. The seller was open. Their mortgage a month, bro, was 25K or 35K per month. That's without the utilities and everything else. And you could only do. Cardi B was building her home right behind that property. That's how famous the area is. And here's the thing: you can only do like corporate leasing with the property. So you can only rent it to like music producers, basketball players, you know, all those type of people. And also, unless you have a 1-year lease minimum, you can't make nothing of it.
Yeah.
Just the light bill is crazy.
I was thinking about all that too.
I don't get excited about those big properties anymore. That's why like it's even easier to have a conversation with those people, because it's like it's not much options.
Yeah.
Here, right. So it's a very straightforward. And even if you get those properties on the contract, you have to have somebody that is connected to those type of like businesses or industry to be able to monetize off of the property.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, I see what you're going.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I really didn't know where to go with it, even if like say we locked it down or anything, you know, like.
Right.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the terms is gonna be like crazy high, and like you said, it's got to be like corporate rental or something. Even like STRs probably couldn't work.
Is it his primary residence?
Yeah, this is his primary. He said he's trying to downsize.
He's disputing because he would love to keep it, right?
No. He's trying to downsize too. He's trying to sell it and downsize. But it seems like he's just over, you know, he's over with dealing with the bank and everything. He's from what I got, he told me he was like, yeah, this is me and my wife. We're looking. He basically built the place because he's a builder. So he built that whole place, and now he's just trying to downsize. He said it's just him and his wife, and he's trying to sell it and go from there.
How much is he behind on?
I'm not too sure. That's where I asked him that about the mortgage and everything, and he said, right now I'm still disputing it. So right now he's probably like he doesn't even know too. I'm pretty sure he has a number,
idea.
but he's trying to dispute it. So I'm not too sure. I've never really gone through that. I've never heard anybody disputing it.
Yeah, so some people do. So they have like you can request a hearing especially if you have an auction date, right? They do it in Texas, and I think in certain states too. So you can have a hearing and go and see if the judge or whatever they'll give you. I don't know exactly what they do with that hearing. Is it like they postpone it a little bit for you to give you time to come up with the money, or do they try to find some sort of, I don't know, but they do. Like I've dealt with pre-foreclosure sellers that were in the middle. We have one right now, actually, Patrick, a guy in Texas. He's going through that. He's going through a hearing and all that. I don't know what it is for, but because Texas they're what I love about Texas is not love about Texas. Let me take that back. What I love about dealing with pre-foreclosures in Texas is that they're very aggressive, though. Like if they foreclose on you today, the sheriff is at your door. Like the next week, you're out. Right? There is no, like, you can call markets like New Jersey or Maryland, and people being behind on their mortgage since 2015, and they still haven't been foreclosed on.
That's crazy.
So they're just like, I don't need to sell. It's okay. I just wait. Right? In Texas, is like, I need help right now. Like right now. Right? So if you talk to obviously, some still in denial, depending on the bank, right? But yeah, bro, unless you know what the exit is, he's a follow-up. If he has a hearing, he's just a follow-up.
Yeah.
Most people make the mistake of talking to pre-foreclosure sellers thinking they're gonna sign a contract right there just because they're behind. That's not how it works. Right. Even with those people, there's a lot of follow-ups that comes into play. Right?
Yeah,
before you put them on the contract, after you put them on the contract, all the way to closing is so much bunch of follow-ups with this.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now. I'm following up with a lot of pre-foreclosure leads right now.
Yeah, but I would definitely stay at the 600 and below price point, especially for people that don't have equity. But for people that have equity, you can go up to like 800K ARV because you can wholesale it. You don't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
But like, you got to think of, okay, if what can I do with this? Otherwise, it's a waste of time. They sound cute, but yeah.
You know
what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I would still follow up with him. Do you have any other seller that is more interesting in that?
Well, I talked to this one. I mean, he's probably at work right now. He has a corporate job.
All right. Don't worry about it. Let's go. What market are you on, bro?
I'm out here in California, but
California.
Yeah.
Why do people live in California, bro? Why?
Man, me and my wife been thinking about moving out too. Like, we've been talking about it, but we're probably
California and New York is like, why? Why, bro? You cannot pay me.
Yeah.
Okay, bro.
Especially when you're in real estate too. You're like, damn,
bro.
And there's so many more other opportunities like somewhere else.
Like, why?
And you make about the same cash flow, the same wholesale fees. And
people call me here all the time. Oh, I need help. I'm not getting creative deals. And then we talk. Oh, I'm in California. Of course, you're not getting creative deals. You kidding me? The only thing you can get in California is novations. Like, you're already trying to get seller finance and sub twos, and those are. I'm not saying you cannot get them. It's like maybe 1 out of like 99. It's just, if you try to build a portfolio in California, good luck.
Oh, I do have somebody. I do have somebody. He's got it listed with the realtor, but then I talked to him because he was on pre-foreclosure list. I didn't even know, and so he's trying to sell it. But then I approached him about the hybrid method with a sub two and a seller finance, and he really loved it. But then the thing is, like, he's going through a loan forgiveness program here in California. So I mean, he was trying to sell the house. So I figured, like, okay, he's going to sell the house, pay for all the arrears. But then now I had approached him with this, and then he told me, he was like, yeah, I'm going through loan forgiveness too. And I'm like thinking, like, okay, like, if we even went through with the hybrid, like, what if the loan forgiveness came after, we had signing and everything, like would that kind of mess us up? Because what if they look at title and everything and like say, oh, man, you're not even on title no more. Like, how can we give you this loan forgiveness, whatever amount? And so like I'm kind of
that's like a loan modification type. Is that what you call
no,
it?
not exactly a loan modification. This is just like government help. You know, when they did the whole stimulus package and everything, they had like a housing forgiveness, like or arrears forgiveness thing. So this is just to pay off everything he owed in arrears.
So why not wait till the process is done before buying it?
Right, that's the thing too. Like, cause he had it listed on the market, so he was gonna sell it and just pay it off. And now I'm thinking like, okay, so if you're telling me that already, like I told him like let's just wait. But then I just wanted to see from your point of view, like what's the best route for this? Like, should we just try to pay off the arrears and then just try to give him a little bit down payment and then just get out? Because now he's thinking like, okay, if I get this arrears paid off, I'm gonna get a bigger down payment. And
so he's not selling on the market. Is it selling on the market or is it not selling on the market?
I mean, I approached him about it and now he's like, oh nah, you know, I told him like let's go ahead and involve the realtor too. And then now he's like, man, I don't care what the realtor says, you know, I really like this idea and everything. But I told him like, man, I don't want to do business like that. Like if you got a contract already, you know, I'd rather just talk to a realtor too and like try to get them paid their commission or whatever, right? And I don't know. Like,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's either he can sell it to you and then go ahead and get off that program if the numbers make sense. So he doesn't have to do it if he's willing to give. Let me ask you on a hybrid. What is the numbers you guys are talking about? What down payment? What is the
So he's his altogether he owes about 345 and that's 20K of arrears in there.
20K, okay.
Yeah, so he said about 20K he owes in arrears. His monthly payments is 1750.
What can you rent the property for?
It's pretty low. It's probably like around like with the type of finishes he got, probably like around like 22, 23. Because yeah, it's not too big of a spread. So I was talking to Uncle Lonzo today about like just a wrap and everything. You know, so he was actually telling me like, hey, you know, you possibly with the interest rates and everything, like you possibly rent it out or you possibly wrap it for like 3K.
Right. What is the interest rate on his mortgage?
His was like he said 2.75 or 3.25 or something like that.
That's a good one. Okay, so and then what does he want at closing?
So he did say he wanted around like 50 or something.
So 50 plus the arrears, that's 70K, right? Right out the gate. I would say even plus the fees, 75, 76. Plus closing and everything. So you're looking like 100K, close to 100K all in because you have the realtor also that need to be paid.
But I was just thinking because he knows like that down payment is just gonna go towards the realtor, so he's not expecting that on top of his down payment. So that down payment will just pay for the realtor fees, and he has these other little fees attached to title, and so
the thing is, if the realtor is not selling, bro, you can negotiate a lower fee
commission.
Lower commission.
Yeah,
because they're not selling. I'm giving it to you, but you haven't done your job. I'm paying you to take care of you, but I also don't owe you full commission either.
Yeah, I think he's probably like at around like 3%. But then when we were talking, he was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna give the realtor like 2% or something like that."
Yeah, like a flat fee or something, right?
Yeah.
And then I mean, the thing with the hybrid, bro, you want to get the entry fee as low as you can.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, now, especially if you're doing a wrap, you don't want to be in a position where you have to bring in now a private lender, and then now the guy's financing you. He's going to be, if you're doing a hybrid, that guy is going to be in second position. Now you have your private lender have to be in third position, and then you're gonna have to go wrap it and create a fourth position. You know, like it's sticky. So I rather like have good terms, and then have like 90 days to close, so I don't have to go raise private capital. Those 90 days allow me to market them to a wrap buyer, have my wrap buyer cover all my entry cost.
Right?
What is it? the down payment, everything that I need for, let's say hypothetically your whole entry is 70K.
Wait, can you repeat that? Just the last. You said
So-
something about 90 days.
Yeah, like let's say you put it on the contract right now as a hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
You put 90 days close.
Okay.
Close, not 60 days, not 30 days. Okay.
Right.
Within those 90 days, you make sure that your contract allow you to market the property.
Okay.
You put it on Facebook Marketplace, MLS, whatever you want. You market it to a wrap buyer, and you have them bring the whole entry fee that you need to get into the deal.
Okay.
So the entry fee is whatever you need to take care of. The 20K, cash to seller, cash to the realtor, closing costs, everything.
Okay.
Right? Your wrap buyer should be the one that brings that, so that when you close, even if you don't make any money up front, but at least you break even where you're not coming out of pocket for nothing. So you do one closing the same day you close with the seller. I've done this before. I own a wrap like that. You close with the seller and the wrap buyer the same day.
That's dope. Like a double close.
What my attorney did is the transfer title and deed from the seller to the wrap buyer, and I'm just in the middle holding the note.
That's fire.
Right? And so my wrap buyer cover all my costs because I didn't have a penny back then. I didn't even know what private money is.
What do you charge for like?
What
do you charge for like a down payment, or would you just make sure
it
that
depends.
they cover the whole thing?
What is the price point on this?
So he had it listed for 460. He had to bring it down to 440.
Okay, so you probably can wrap this thing for 530, 520,
Really?
above the fives, right? Yeah. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about a wrap, bro. You are the bank. There is no appraisal. There's nothing else. You decide whatever you want to wrap it for, as long as your buyer can afford it. Who cares? Some buyers will come in and they will have 70K they can put down. Some will have 80. Some will have 50. So the way I do it when I'm marketing a wrap is, if you give me a big down payment, then maybe we can negotiate on the monthly. If you give me a lower down payment, I'll upper the monthly and the interest rate. If you give me a big down payment, maybe I'll lower it a little bit for you. You know what I mean? Like, they'll negotiate with you. The wrap buyers, they will always negotiate. That's why you want 90 days, because it takes time to find a buyer that have that kind of cash. Again, it's California. I don't know, because most people are homeless, but you also still have people with money.
Yeah.
But your goal is to have your wrap buyer cover your entry.
Okay.
Closing and then having to go raise price. I've made that mistake on one deal. Never do that. Like, you close and then you try to find a wrap buyer. It takes time. You bleeding money within that 3 months. You're paying for a freaking mortgage. If you don't find a buyer that cover all your costs, now you have to come out of pocket or go raise private money. Now you have a third position and fourth position, and you get sticky. You're doing a wrap. Is a gray area too, because in case your wrap buyer default and now they sue you because for predatory lending, you put me in a bad position with all these liens. A judge will not be, especially in California, bro.
You make me hurt.
Does that make sense?
No, that makes total sense. So basically,
you can charge whatever you want, bro. You can charge 8%, 9%. You're the bank. There's no appraisal, as long as your buyer can afford it.
What is the what entry fee do you think would make this deal work?
It depends on your entry fee. Is dictated by what is the money going to the seller, the realtor, closing cost, and the arrears that you're paying off. That dictates your entry fee.
Okay, so
you don't have to guess it. Just do the math.
Yeah. So I'm guessing just to lower the entry fee and everything, I should just wait to see if he gets the arrears forgiven and everything, so that I don't have to bother with that, right?
The best way to lower the entry fee, I wouldn't touch the government program, bro, because there is a gray area about those things.
Yeah.
I'm saying the best way is to lower the commission. You don't pay full commission, you pay flat fee, and then cash to seller. Get it as low as possible.
Right.
Because that 20K in arrears, you still got to pay it off regardless.
No, yeah, but I'm saying should I just wait to see if the government pays that off for him? That way I don't have to put that on to the entry fee
why
too.
not?
Right.
If he's gonna sell after he does that, why not? I don't know. But it just depends how long will that thing
Okay.
take.
So I'm thinking what if I was to just get him into a contract and do a 90-day close like that and just within that 90 days, see if the government actually pays it off. And if not, then, just add that into it. Or if they do, then we can actually deduct that,
Yeah, you have nothing to lose because you do need 90 days to market it anyway. So the government
Right.
can buy you time.
Now, would I be able to back out, like, say, like 90 days out?
Everything is in the contract, brother. Whatever you put in your contract, you'll be able to do.
Okay.
So you can put your inspection to be 90 days.
Oh, really? Shit,
It's up
that's
to you.
crazy.
It's whatever your contract says.
Mm.
And whatever the seller is willing to agree upon, obviously, too. Right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, bro. It's like when you're doing this type of deal, you got to be upfront with your seller. You just don't want to make it up and lie to the seller at all. Be really upfront. Hey, we have a program where we help people that have great jobs. They have cash laying down, but they can't afford to qualify with the bank. We have, a qualification credit type of program, and we help them get into home ownership. So if I get this house, I'm not looking to rent it. I'll be looking to put somebody like that in this property. But for that, I need 90 days to go through the list that we have. Be upfront. Don't make up shit.
Right. Okay.
That's where people get in trouble. Like they go and tell sellers I do this. No, just be upfront. Tell them what you're gonna do. If they're all in, guess what? If they see it on Facebook Marketplace and MLS, they won't be surprised.
Yeah.
Right. And if you bring a buyer to the table and then you guys go to close and deed is transferring to somebody else and not you, they won't be surprised. Right?
Yeah. Now
when I did this, my seller knew exactly what I was doing.
Yeah, this guy, he's pretty savvy himself. He's an investor. He was into
everybody in California
is. Yeah, but then he was talking about like just the cash flow and everything. And he was just like, yeah, you guys are cash flowing, I'm cash flowing, so it's all good. So I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, but be honest with him that you're not gonna keep it as a buy and hold.
Yeah, yeah.
If he's savvy, then you can just be straightforward. Hey, I'm going to do what is called a wraparound on this.
Okay.
If that's your exit.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think he cares as long as he's getting his money.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Anyway, let's do it. Let's go, Shub. Let's make one more call.
All right, bro. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome, bro. Whoa.
In chat, that one. The agent hit me back. So there's a mortgage on the property, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the mortgage on the property, and when I call it back and see what we can get.
Let's go.
Let's go, Shoop. Let's get it.
You've reached the voice.
That's one. Yeah. People checking out on Friday.
Checking out what?
Checking out on it because it's Friday.
Because of the time.
Yeah. You want me to call a new one?
Let's go, bro. That's what we're here for.
All right.
David, in the meantime, I think you can pull up if you don't have any other follow-ups, you can pull up realtors in the Florida market or Texas on Zillow.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Let's
try.
let's hammer those. If you do it in Florida, do like Palm Beach. If in Texas, let's do Austin, Texas.
Hello?
Hi, is this Fritz?
This is Fritz, yes, sir.
Hey, Fritz. My name is Shub. I'm an agent and buyer based out of Atlanta, and I was calling to gain more information on your property in North Miami, the 140th Street. Can you hear me?
140th Street,
Yeah, 65 Northwest 24th Street.
124th.
Yeah, can you tell me more what's going on? I see you guys have it's been listed for a while.
Yeah, but in a while you're not gonna see it too.
Oh, what happened?
In a while you're not gonna see it on the market because we got many offers now.
Oh, really? How those offers look?
Look good.
Something you're gonna accept?
The sellers are only gonna make that decision. I don't know if they're going to accept or not, but they have offers after offers.
Oh, so they're stacking with so many offers. Like
they got offers now. What's missing is yours. If you're interested, I'm waiting on your offer.
Okay, yeah, I'm interested in it. But can you give me an idea so make sure I'm in the same ballpark?
An idea about what?
Like how the offers look like, so make sure my offer is somewhere near there.
All right, let me tell you all I can tell you. All I can tell you is the asking price is $450.
Right.
Yes.
That's it.
And you make an offer, and I will present your offer, my friend.
Okay, I'm gonna send an offer very soon. I just got a couple other questions. So in general, like, so I see, like you said, the price reduction. So how's that? What's going on with that? Like you said, major quick sale.
Yeah, it's just because they just want to sell it quicker so that they reduce the price. Oh, hold on.
Okay. This guy seems really cool out.
This guy's gonna be tough to deal with. He's Oriental.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess he's Haitian. I bet he's Haitian.
Yeah, the Asian side's coming out. Give me offer.
Send me out. Yeah.
Give me offer. 450.
Hello?
Hey, Fritz, you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. So tell me more.
Yeah, so they just want to sell it quicker. So they reduce the price.
So what's the time frame?
The time frame?
Yeah.
It's up to you. They're not in a rush. It's up to the buyer. Okay. You want 30 days, 45 days.
Okay. So
they're not desperate to sell. They just want to sell.
Okay. So why do they want to sell then?
Why do they want to sell?
Yeah.
I don't have that answer, my friend. You know, they're home and they decide to sell it. I don't. That's it. That's the decision.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, because like right now, the market, so it's not as nice, right? It's not doing good as before. You know, I was wondering, like, why would people want to sell in this market? It's not going to, no one to hold it and wait for the market to go back up.
The market, as you know, the market is always like that. It's cyclical. It's up and down, and it's stable, and people always selling, people always buying.
Right. Yeah.
So,
are they only looking for cash deals?
Only cash.
Okay.
Because as you can see in the MLS, it has repair, it has to he got repairs to be done. So
Did you guys get an estimate on the repairs?
no, it's not the seller's job. Is the buyer's due diligence to find out how much the repair went on for them. So.
Okay. Has anyone ever came talk to you guys about property or anything outside of cash?
No, we're not entertaining cash at all. We're not entertaining the source of finance. It's cash only.
Okay. That's fair. I mean, if we do a term, we could give them more money, and you're taken care of too. Your commission be higher.
If I do what?
If we do like a term base, let's say we do 475, will your commission be higher if we could figure that situation out?
Send me your offer and have it on paper, and we'll see.
Okay, how about this? You first present the idea to your seller, and he has a number in mind, a down payment.
No, they don't want me to come back to them with any verbal offers and any verbal questioning. Anything I have to present to them, they ask me has to be like it.
Okay, so not even an idea for more money.
No. Anything you want to offer them, put it in writing.
Okay.
Put it in an as is offer, and I present it.
Okay. All right. Let me know if anything changed, but I appreciate you, Fritz.
No problem.
All right, bye.
He's definitely a broker. Just put it in writing. You know.
Yeah, send it to me. Like, writing.
I get it. Right. If look, what you may consider that is like, hey, I get it. I'm a broker. I say the same thing to buyers.
The mirroring part.
It's interesting, dude. Yeah. So you already know there's like a barrier there,
right?
But no, I think you did good. In the end, it's just a matter of trying to figure out how to break that wall down. But it's a culture thing with that guy. It's just like, you know, he's very direct,
right? And
he's trying to like play by the rules, and the rules of brokerage. You know, you're not gonna go to your seller with a verbal offer. It's like F you, get me in writing. Let's make it like legit.
Right.
LOI, and then we can talk business.
Right. That's the crazy part too. It's just like, I'm not sending an offer, I'm sending an idea.
Yeah. Well, maybe just follow up with him. I don't know. I probably would have asked him at the end if he has any stuff. Right. I mean, other than that, I mean, there's really not that much you can do.
Right.
Cool. Yeah, I probably just watch the homes. He said there were multiple offers. What does he mean by that?
He's probably playing hard to get, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think question you could ask there. Oh, what do those offers look like? I think you did ask something like that, and he was like, "Well, don't worry about that." Or,
I was talking about like the terms aspect of it. No, the other offers, how they look like.
Yeah, well, how do the other offers look like, right? So, you know, as a broker, like when you get an offer, you got to present it to the owner. You have to present it, whether it's low or not. So, right. How do they all look like, right? You presented them to your owner.
Right.
Did they say? Did your owner throw them in the trash can? Did he counter them? How did that look like?
Yeah.
And you say, like, look, I only asked because I just want to make sure my offer doesn't get thrown in the trash. I don't want to waste your time.
Right. Yeah, I could dig more on that area. Yeah, I could have.
Let me try. I found one on Zillow. I'm just gonna try this. Okay. I'm posted here. Let's do Austin, Texas, man. Let's go. See how I do. This has been on the market for 50 days. Just got a price reduction. Let's see what the deal is.
Nice house.
Yeah, it looks nice, right?
Yeah.
D-Ron, Keller Williams. There it is. You know, it's right. So EST is 1 hour ahead of like a Dallas, right?
Yeah, so it's 1 hour, so like 4:05.
So it's like right at the end of the day.
But it's Friday, people can check out early.
They check out early, yeah. Let me see if I can get them on a good. You hear that?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm looking for Dyron Teller.
He is on the other line. Can I take a message?
Yeah, I was calling about a home. Maybe you could help me. I found on Zillow, it came across my way actually, and I just found it here again. 7100 Brang Russ Drive in Austin.
Yes.
Are you a broker as well?
Information on the home, or I am director of operations for our group.
Got it. So yeah, I am a buyer in the market and was just inquiring about the home.
Yeah, absolutely. For that home,
It looks really nice. I see the pictures here.
yes, so that home, it is 21 square feet, 4 beds, 2.5 baths. There is currently a tenant in that home.
Oh, okay.
That lease, that the tenants, their lease is in place until February of 2023.
So is that why the home hasn't sold yet?
Yes, and the market's a little slower right now, just overall. But right now, who it's going to appeal to is more so investors. Yes.
Right. Yeah, I'm an investor, so that's I asked that because I see also on Zillow there's a price cut dated the 8th. So, you know, I'm assuming the activity definitely slowed down where you're at based on just that fact.
Yeah, it's been slower across the board throughout all of Austin and the surrounding areas. So there was recent price reduction, and then I do know that they are somewhat motivated to sell. So, you know, you want to take a look, we'd be happy to go out and get you some property.
Amazing. Well, I'm motivated to buy. It's just a matter if the deal makes sense. And you hit it right on the head, the nail on the head with investors, right? I'm an investor. I'm assuming, right, this would be something that would make sense because look, I buy properties to put tenants in them so it can cash flow and pay me. So have you got any offers on the home just so I can have an idea kind of where people are maybe at as far as pricing? Because I'm probably going to be in that. None? Oh, wow. And you got any feedback? I'm sure you're working the property as well, right?
Yes. So the feedback has been generally that it's a great property. It's just not necessarily the right property. And Dyron is actually off hold right now, so I can transfer you to him so that way he can give you a little more information.
Yeah, I'd be glad to speak.
Yeah, let me transfer you to him now.
Thank you. Nice speaking with you.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna call back. He didn't transfer, correct?
Oh, he didn't. Okay, I just hanged up on you like that.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, that doesn't seem right. He said he was gonna transfer and hung up, so he definitely transferred it wrong.
Right. You want to try calling what's her name again? That one chick?
The person you're trying to reach is on the phone. Leave your message at the tone.
What's that?
That one girl from that chick from Miami for that one property, 550.
She never texted back.
She didn't?
No, I said, please call me back at your convenience. I think we lost connection. Let me try one more time. Right? I think they probably realized they lost connection with me as well. There's some nice looking homes in Austin, man. I got dialed to them.
I think I lost you. I'm gonna transfer you again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Hi, this is Dyron.
Hey, Dyron, how are you? This is David from Tribe Home Buyers.
Hey, how are you, David?
I'm good. I was speaking with your colleague. He's updating me about Brang Russ Drive. Found it, someone sent it my way, looked it up on Zillow, figured I'd give a call.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's telling me, you know, you guys are, you guys have a tenant in there till February of 2023?
Yes, that is correct. We got a tenant in there to the end of February. And the tenant, are you looking for an investment property, or are you looking to buy to live in it?
Yeah, so a little bit about my team. We are investors. We do fix and flip, but that's off the table now with interest rates. So we are buying homes, you know, if the deal makes sense.
Okay.
I'm the broker on the team. I'm licensed in New York, so I speak the language. I speak your language, and I'm trying to, you know, see about homes being that are on the market for, you know, a specific time period, and just seeing what the story is, right? As far as this looks like it's been on the market for 50 days. Your colleague told me this makes sense for an investor. We're buying homes on terms now, so you know, wanted to see if your owner would be open to seller financing here.
Not open to seller financing, no. They're trying to sell it outright. I will let you know this, that the current tenant in the property does have a desire to want to stay there. So if your investors are looking to buy and hold, a great opportunity. Or hey, if they're looking to just buy and turn it around and try to make some money on it, hey, send us an offer that way as well. And I don't know if you saw a little bit about this property. It is back to a green belt. It's actually a McKinney State Falls Park. It's a state park that it's back to. So really great property, great location to downtown Austin. Yeah, I mean, it's in great shape.
Right.
Our clients are taking great care of it, and yeah, it would make a great investment property.
It would just depend on how a person buys it, right? Because I'm going to be looking at how much money I'm going into the investment and what my return is over the period I hold on to it. So the last thing I want to do is pay retail here, and then, you know, I'm not making money on the back end. You know, my goal is, let's say I was to pay cash, I'd probably be, you know, I can give you an idea where I'm at, but I don't think your buyer would take it.
Where you at?
I'd probably be closer to probably like 385. Then I think yeah, other investors would be closer to that as well. And I tell you, you know, I can tell you why we're there, if you want to hear that. You know, as far as, again, with the interest rates, we're very careful with how we disperse our money. And so my goal, and I'm sure most investors' goal, isn't to park their cash in all the property they own. They're probably going to cash out and then move the money into something else. So I would want to refinance. I have to be careful even in that, right? I'm very careful with kind of how I would go about pulling out my cash and refinancing, doing a cash out refi. So banks would only lend about 70% of what the retail is usually to me, right? So let's assume the private property's value is 550. I'm only going to get probably like 70% loan to value here on the loan. And so, you know, I'm trying to go in here with zero money as far as when I'm looking at 12 months into this investment, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I totally understand your philosophy, but it's not going to happen here at 385.
Got it.
That's basically 2 or 3 years ago price point. I don't even think it was at that price point 2 or 3 years ago. So that ship has sailed. I mean, they're not. Yes, they want to sell the property, but they don't want to. Yeah.
Got it. And so the person who owns it's an investment, right? Because you said someone else is a tenant.
He's not in. They live in the property. They're just selling it to. They were renting the property out and are looking to buy another property. But yeah.
Okay. So they're looking to take the money from this sale and put it into the new home, or maybe just take some of the money. I'm guessing there may be a mortgage, pay off the mortgage, and then put a down payment to get financing.
Yeah. Hey, I got to take this call. I'm gonna call you right back, okay? I'll call you right back.
All right, all right.
Damn, why did he do that to you?
He ain't calling guy on a Friday. He's not giving me my number. I'm out of here. Going to the bar for happy hour.
Right. We're at that 2 hour mark.
It looks like a nice property.
It does. It's a nice property. It really is.
Looks like a nice property. So that way, the how I broke that down, I don't know if I should have did it at that point in a call, but instead of like throwing out 70% of ARV, assuming that was ARV, I was like, all right, let's just say that the price is 550. Bank's gonna give me 70% of that loan to value. I'm gonna pull my cash out, right? And the goal is to be in here as basically as close to zero money in
right
at that 12-month mark. So I always break that down. I think I used to do it so wrong back in the day. I would just like, it's 70%. Here you go. You want a cash offer? 70% with no real substance behind it as to why you're there. So that's what I say. And then I throw in there, all right, well, with interest rates, I'm very careful with even how I do a cash out refi. But I think he wants a follow up. I don't know if he's gonna call me back. I'm gonna save it.
You're getting really good, bro. Not gonna lie, like really getting it. You just gotta tweak little things and you boom.
Yeah, I think.
What do you think is like kind of your biggest hurdle? You say,
dude, brokers are just they want cash. And I forgot to talk
commission.
Yeah,
that's what they want. They want their commission.
Like, look, I know you're probably not familiar with that type of transaction, but I'll make sure you get paid. Will like, let's say I give you an offer on paper today,
right?
Like you'll get your full fee. I should have said that.
Yeah, all they want to hear their money. At the end of the day, that's what they have to do, right? That commission.
No, they don't give an F about you if they ain't getting their commission.
Exactly.
So, like, look, I'll get you that. Well, the guy told me the goal of that the seller is trying to accomplish. They're trying to really take that money and move it into their new home.
Right.
So it's a matter of, all right, well, and it's what type of down payment are they looking at? Do they have another home in mind? He said February, and he told me the homeowner is the tenant. I guess that was what it was. So I'm sure Mamadou seems like he's busy, but he would have said, the way him and his team are teaching me, it's almost like figure out what that down payment would be and say, look, well, we can cover that. What would you say if I was to give you that down payment amount?
Yeah. And
we figure out some type of term structure, and you sell, and I get you that sales price of $550. Because in 3 months the market, we can be in a recession. You're going to lower the price another $50,000. Who knows where we're going to be? Interest rates are going to be higher, and no one's going to be able to afford anything.
Exactly.
They're going to throw you another 385 number out.
Right. It's a falling knife.
All night. You want to call one, or you want me to call another one?
Oh man, I was thinking about ever checking out. I gotta write this LOI for one of the properties.
Oh, you're gonna check out?
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm gonna check out then too.
You gonna leave mommy like that? Say that.
Nah.
Just leave him. Lights on mute.
I didn't eat lunch, so let me call one more. You want to hear me call one more? Let's do it. I like to call the ones where I see a price cut.
Okay.
All right, let's do this one. Let me send you this link. I don't know. I definitely can get better at this. This is really like my first day, like back to back calls on realtors.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm usually going direct.
Yeah,
so
you gotta break that habit, because like speaking of realtors, like it's like a one night stand, right? It could like get you a hit or a miss.
Right. But
you gotta mix with them, gotta feel them.
I think I can be really good at it. It's just a matter of getting the reps in. Let's see. Karen Robinson. Here we go. You see the link on the home? Looks nice too. Those leather couches, man. I see a leather couch. I know the money's in the home. All right. Watch your be like the red seller, what is it, like a red realtor? Don't talk to me. Give me an offer. F you. It's Friday. Got no time. Here we go.
Hi, this is Karen with Co-op Realty. Please leave a message.
Oh, she's older.
And I will get back to you.
Let me wake her up from her sleep.
Yeah.
This is Karen.
Hey Karen, how are you? This is David from Tribe Home Buyers.
From who?
Tribe Home Buyers. I'm calling about a home it looks like you have on MLS at Link Meadow Drive in Austin.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in the market looking to buy some homes, looking to complete. I think we have 2 homes ready to go in contract right now for October. We're trying to get another 3.
Okay.
So I just wanted to call and see what the story is here.
It's for sale.
Okay. 485, that's the price?
Yeah, but I'm probably taking it off the market tomorrow.
Oh, you got it in contract?
No contracts.
Oh, what happened?
I've lowered the price and there's no interest, and it's worth a whole lot more than $585 or $485. Just put over $50,000 into it, and I don't want to go any lower, and there are no buyers out there.
So you're the owner then?
I'm the owner agent. Yes.
Got it. I'm also a broker, just not licensed in Texas. But I hear that. Wow. So you got no bites. That's interesting, because in my team, we're looking in the Austin market and we're putting houses under contract.
Well, good for you.
I did want to see, as far as this home, we're asking realtors right now with, the way the economy is, we're going the seller finance route. We're very careful with how we disperse cash, and I can give you a cash offer, but I can tell right off the bat, you're probably not going to be taking it. Would you be open to finance me if I give you that? I'll even go above 485. Okay, I'll give, 500,000 and you sell it to me on terms. We can close escrow next week.
What kind of terms are you talking about?
That's a good question. It would have to depend on what makes sense for you, right? If I go to Chase or Bank of America, I'm not going to walk in and give them my terms. It's usually the Chase or Bank of America loan program. So Karen, it's really what the Bank of Karen wants to do here.
The Bank of Karen would like to move to North Texas, but until I sell this house, I'm not moving.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I'm trying to semi-retire, and my children, or one of my children lives in the Dallas area with my grandchildren, and I would like to be closer to them. And my goal was to sell this house and move up there, but with no buyers, I'm kind of stuck here until I sell the house.
Got it. Wow. Okay. So let's say I want to help you here, right? But no, it's I talk to a lot of people that are long-term owners like yourself, or in that retirement phase, and a lot of people, they tend to go back or want to go back to where their family is, whether it's kids, sisters, brothers, and then it's like homes. Just owning a home stops them from it. So I get it.
Yeah. Well, we also have a beach house that we put on the market last Monday, and it got a full price cash offer the next day. So the market in Texas is really weird at the moment.
Yeah, I would agree. What would you say the reason is that? Why it's like that?
interest rates.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's what a lot of people are telling me, and you know, from what I see. So you know, maybe selling on seller finance may make sense for you if I, you know, get terms that make sense for you to say. I don't know. Is there maybe like a number of like the down payment, or say a number of like a term period that you would be open to say finance me on, or is this something you may want to think about?
I'd have to discuss anything with my husband, but I really don't see how it could work. I'm looking at it in different ways for both you and me, and there's no way that I could make it work that we would both be able to come out with anything profitable.
Oh, so you're saying you're questioning the how you would profit from this?
Well, yeah. I mean, you're asking me to own or finance it, but which means I would need to move, and I can't move until I sell this house.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd be able to give you a down payment, and you know, we can figure out if there's like an interest rate that would work to where you can earn money on your equity.
Your down payment wouldn't help me buy a house where I want to buy a house.
Mm.
And I want to buy a house that's I want to pay cash for it. So
Got it.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
And you're saying North Texas, right? That's where you want to buy a home?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a number that you need as far as like a down payment, just so I can maybe run some numbers on my end and see if there's really something that we can maybe work out, or you don't have that number?
Well, I want to buy a $400,000 house in the Dallas area.
Got it.
And pay cash for it. So, and I was hoping to get that out of this house, but with the prices going down and me just putting a bunch of money into it, it's just not going to work. But I appreciate your thinking of me.
Yeah, no, I appreciate your time and you picking up the call. You know, it's just something that I figured I float across. This is an idea.
Yeah.
What happens if you don't sell this? You're just gonna hold on to it?
I'm gonna take it off the market and let it sit and see what happens next February, and see if the market has come back a little bit. If not, we're gonna relook at what we're doing, and we want to sell, but we don't have to sell. Is the thing.
Yeah, no, I hear it. And the inside looks really nice. So I'm assuming you put a lot of money into it.
It's got a brand new HVAC. It's got hardwood floors. It's got a new kitchen, a new master bathroom. It's been painted in the entire inside of the house. It's been updated. We put in about $10,000 landscaping. We put in a new HVAC system. It's got a newer roof on it. It's got a newer water heater in it. It's got, we spent the last 3 or 4 years putting money into it, and then I just took some equity out and put another $40,000 into it.
Okay. Interesting. So you definitely did a lot of work then.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you don't really need to sell then. You said you're just going to wait till February. What happens if the market doesn't correct? Are you just going to
we'll look at our options then? As I said, we want to move, but we don't have to.
Right. Okay, and it sounds like your husband's also a big decision maker, part of the decision making here.
Well, we're a team, so yeah.
I'd be happy to speak with both of you and really discuss if that seller finance route would work. I know it's worked with multiple homeowners like yourself or in that retirement age. We've done it multiple times in many states. We're in 7 states, by the way. It's not just Texas we're buying homes in.
Okay.
So I'd be glad to go and, converse with both of you on the phone and, go over the benefits. I think it would make sense to get both of you on the phone and have both of you address your concerns instead of one and then you relay the message to your husband, and maybe the route that where you can get confused or he'll get confused. I think this may be something to consider. I don't know if you want to think about it.
At this point, I think, I could say call me back in February.
Okay, I'll definitely write down your contact information. I'll probably call you earlier than that and see where let's see where the market would be at as far as just Austin, Texas as a whole, and then we'll get back to you.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I appreciate your time. Thank you. Boom.
Boom, boom.
Boom.
What lead was that? Was that a realtor?
Yeah, she's an owner, realtor, and Shoot, right? Owner, realtor lady, nice lady. Nobody gave her any action on her home. She had it on the market for 51 days, taking it down from MLS.
Right.
So I went right into it. I said, all right, let me give you, I'd be willing to give you terms. Kind of fumbled a little bit there. I don't know. My brain just had like a fog, but I went into it. I said, all right, well, you can earn money on your equity. You can earn interest on your equity. I give you a down payment. She wants to move to North Texas, be closer to her family. You can look at the pictures on Zillow. It looks beautiful. She said she did a lot of work to it. And I guess the market is what she believes is the reason it didn't sell. So she's like, call me in February. I'm going to probably call her in 2 months. Like maybe even a month, right? So it's not even like a February follow-up because she seemed like she had pain there, but that she had money in the bank. Like she seemed like an educated lady, and she has a husband also on the side there. That's like, they're like the deciding factors of what to do here. Or decision makers. So that's why I was like, all right, well, I don't want to really pitch more about seller finance until I understand where her husband's at. That's why I was kind of trying to push that. And because he may have a different idea as far as like what to do here.
So what's their motivation for selling? Where they're looking to sell in the first place?
They want to move to North Texas. They're in their retirement age. So they live here.
Okay.
But like I was telling you, I only picked the listings that I found on Zillow that had price cuts. So it's like, all right, your price is dropping, so that's why I called that one, and it looked like a nice home.
People that did a price cut. Okay.
Yeah.
This lady, is it the one that Shub tried before?
No, it's just a random.
Oh, this is a different one. Okay, I know Shub was talking to the realtor owner too.
No, I was talking to one before this one too.
Okay, this is a Zillow type of lead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So no potentials today.
Follow-ups.
I mean, I had one, but she's not answering. But I mean, it's 5 o'clock. You know, they're checking out.
She's not picking up. Okay. I think leave.
You gotta live up here.
Hi, everyone.
Live.
Liv, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. All right. What happened? You completely disappeared.
Yeah. While we've been having a technical difficulty, I had been jumping off from one device to the other just to join the show. Unfortunately, I'm unable to turn on the camera, but I'm here.
Okay. Did you have any follow-up today that you will have to do?
Yeah, I've made a few.
Who?
I've made some follow-ups today. Unfortunately, most of them are not answering.
Okay. What was that lady's name again yesterday that had some concerns about
Carrie Putiti.
Carrie. Let's see. Okay, Carrie Potiti. Carrie was a potential sub 2 or hybrid? Was it sub 2? I think you're breaking up.
Hybrid. Potential hybrid.
Okay. Let's see. Yesterday she wasn't picking up. Extension. Earlier, David, when we couldn't hear you, were you calling straight from smartphone on your computer?
Yeah, I was.
Oh,
But,
that's why we couldn't hear.
yeah, usually when we're in this one, I do it that way. It works, but
Okay.
this one. Yo, you want me to call another realtor? I got one up.
Let's go. I was gonna try it. Hold on, let me try this lady, see if she picks up today.
All right, you go first, and then I'll run.
She had some concerns. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
I'm losing the live.
Please leave your message for.
She sent me to voicemail. And I should have had Shub call and put me on the three-way.
Shub. Remember the guy, Iron? And the exit? Never called me back. Lied.
She's hanging up. She don't like out of Georgia numbers. Hey, Leaf, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Call Carrie and set up an actual appointment with her. Tell her that your partner is trying to call her, but she is not picking up.
All right, I'm gonna call her.
Oh yeah, she was going on vacation today, right?
Yeah, Jackson said so.
Yeah. Back.
Yeah, I don't know what time, but try to see if maybe she will pick up the number, the Georgia number in Podio.
Okay.
Okay. And you said you already made calls?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go, David. You can call yours.
That's the address. Let me try. Because
Shub, how many agents you call?
Like today?
Yeah.
Shoes, you slacking.
Oh yeah, I'm slack. My W2. But I had like 5 conversations, 6 conversations.
6.
All right, here I go.
Hello?
Hey, Nicholas.
Yes, speaking.
Hey, this is David from Tribe Home Buyers. How you doing?
I'm doing well, David.
Yeah, I'm calling about this home here. It looks like you got listed on Tramonto Drive in Austin.
Yeah. How can I help?
Yeah, so I'm a buyer, just calling to see, what the story is. I'm just wanted to see if I'm a good fit to pick this one up.
Yeah, it's a friend of mine. I'm helping him sell it, and it was an investment property. And so he lives in San Francisco right now. And rather than renew the lease, he decided to sell it this year.
Oh, Nice. Okay. So it's vacant. So you said
Yes,
Mhm.
it's vacant. It's got a super lockbox on it, so you're more than welcome to go check it out whenever you're free.
Nice, nice. So yeah, look, we buy about 5 homes every month. We have about 2 in the hopper right now in contract. We're trying to find the other 3, and definitely Austin is a market we're focused on. It seems like you probably understand how investors work. So I'm an investor. I'm probably not going to be paying retail here if you're looking for cash.
They're not. They're not necessarily looking for all cash offer. Do you mean list price?
Yeah, list or retail. I'm more getting around. I would be open to say, let's say that 500,000 you're looking for, right? It seems like that's what you're looking to get as per Zillow. Would your seller, who's an investor, would he be open to selling that home or this home on terms? Seller financing me?
I can ask him. Probably not, because this is the last. Basically, what he told me on Monday when we did the price cut, this is the last price cut he's going to do. And if he can't sell it roughly at or around this price, he's just going to go re-rent it, because rental rates have gone up $500 in that area.
Interesting. Yeah. So it sounds like he doesn't need to sell then. You could just put a renter in there, right?
Yeah, it's cash flow positive with a renter. Now, he wanted to sell to get the equity, but he's not going to take a huge hit on equity just because the market's downturning a little bit right now. He'd rather just put a renter in there, cash flow it for a few years, market recovers, and then he sells at the higher equity amount.
Right. That makes sense. So I'm curious. It says there's a price cut here. Is there a reason why you drop price?
It's just sitting. The whole market. I don't know how familiar you are with the Austin market, but the whole market with the Fed Reserve increasing rates and mortgage, I think it's now at a 7.5.
Do you know?
For 30 years, the market's slowing down big time.
You're like the 4th realtor who told me that.
Yeah, it is slowing down big time.
I'm talking like 4th realtor today. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's Austin market right now is not what it was pre-April this year, where it was like 10 offers on a home. It's batshit crazy. It's like, I think over 40. I think I saw a statistic: 40% of homes have a price cut right now. They're sitting. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a buyer's market, but it is no longer a seller's market. My guess is we got to be close to neutral, if not starting to shift even more.
And just broker to broker, right? Because I have a license as well. I'm just not in Texas. I'm in New York licensed, and I do stuff in Florida as well. But with Texas and Austin, it seems like you can easily rent this out. But let's say, I'm sure you come across properties that need to be sold. What would you say what would you say is wrong about going the seller finance route?
I don't know. To be honest, I'm aware of it. I've never done one. I don't see it very often. Yeah, I just don't have a lot of exposure with it, admittedly. Like, I got my license. I'm an agent, and I got my license for my own investment purposes, admittedly. But I do, like, I help out a couple of friends a year, right? Either buy or sell, and I've just never run into a seller financing situation.
Right, because it is a way to get sellers their price.
Yeah, I can talk to him. I'll talk to him about it for sure. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'll present it to him and see what he's thinking. I just think he's probably going to want the money up front, right? Otherwise, he's just going to rent it. At least in his case. Maybe not everybody, right? Maybe some people who are struggling to sell right now, they might be not opposed to that. I think it's just going to be kind of personal situations, right, per each seller.
And I hear all that. Let me throw a scenario at you, right? We or my team, we purchased a home on seller finance in Texas. We have a partner in Dallas, actually, and it's the same thing, right? The seller was, I could just rent out the property. And the reason they sold it to us on seller finance is because they were really trying to get away from being a landlord, but they say it wasn't the biggest, pain. but they wanted to definitely get away from it eventually. So we were able to, tell them, look, in the end, if you sell it to us on seller finance, you'll still get that cash flow, but being that landlord or having that landlord hat, it's not going to be on you anymore. It's going to be on me.
Right.
So, we're here. It sounds like you're just going to default, or your friend's going to default to putting in the renter. And that's also another benefit here, where all those late night calls for maintenance, they're going to go to me and not him, and he'll still get that money.
Yeah, if you're doing seller, what price are you looking at if you're doing that?
I'll give you the price you're looking for right now, $499,000.
Okay, what does that come out? Is that over the course of 30 years?
So that would be something your seller would have to tell me as far as like the terms of the deal, right? Because in the end, if I go to Chase and I want an auto loan or mortgage, I'm gonna say, hey Chase, what's the mortgage program here, right?
Right.
So it's the same thing here. I'm gonna say, hey, Nicholas, what's the Bank of Nicholas's mortgage program here? I'm gonna not come in and say, hey, well, the David program is 0 money down, 0 interest, and it's gonna be a 50-year term. I mean, obviously that would be ideal for me, but in the end, you're the one who would be financing us.
Right. Okay. Let me talk to him about it. See what he says.
Okay, awesome. When's a good time to follow up with you?
I would say Monday. Give me a ring Monday.
Monday? Awesome.
Yeah, because he's West Coast time right now. He's still working. So if I don't get a hold of him today, I'll try to get a hold of him tomorrow.
Right. And you said you're an investor yourself?
Yep.
Do you have properties in Texas?
I have 4 in Austin.
Amazing. What you're not looking to sell? I'm assuming you're looking. You're buying.
Yeah, they're all cash flow, and I'm sitting on them for the long haul.
Amazing. You're just gonna ride the market up, right? You're gonna.
Yeah, in another 2 decades, there'll be even more. It's kind of my philosophy. So.
Got it. And then as far as homes you see, are you working other like listings right now, or is this the only one? Because it sounds like
this is my only one right now.
Got it. Okay. Well, I'd be glad. I have your information here from Zillow. Move Grove, is that your?
That's the brokerage.
That's brokerage. Okay.
Yep.
Got it. And you don't have any other listings in that brokerage? Is this? I'm guessing you're the only realtor.
No, there's probably a bunch of listings in our brokerage, but that's the only one I have.
Got it. And they're all stale as well.
What's that?
They're all just sitting on the market.
I wouldn't know because I'm not the agent that's representing those ones. Just to be candid, I wouldn't know.
All good. Yeah, I was just trying to get around, or maybe you talk to other brokers on a daily basis, and just telling them about the seller finance route. My team and I were actively looking.
I've seen some moving. I just don't know what quantity the other agents at the brokerage have right now because Move Group's a boutique agency, but nonetheless, I still don't converse a ton with a few of them. Because I'm on as a contractor, right? Like they're not paying a full-time salary.
Right. Amazing. Well, I don't want to take too much time out of your Friday night. Before I go, I just want to ask you one thing. When you do talk to your friend, to think about a down payment, a monthly payment that he would want from us, and the length of term, so that we understand how long he would carry the paper. So that when I call you back, we know kind of where to, pick up the discussion.
Yeah, I'll talk to my broker about this too, because I'm sure he'll have a little more information.
Yeah, and then as far as like the mortgage, there is a mortgage in place.
Yes, there is.
Got it. So, are you able to share the information on that as far as like what's outstanding?
I'd have to get it. I just know there's one in place right now. I'd have to get that information. Right.
Okay. So assuming there's, let's say he has 50% of the value, let's say 500,000, right? Let's round up. Let's assume he has half of that in left over on the loan. So then he has half of that in equity. The way we would work this situation would be, which we've done multiple times, is where we would ask to take over that mortgage, and we ask him to keep it in his name, and that would be what we call subject to the, we purchased the home subject to the mortgage staying in place. It wouldn't be an assumption. we just take it over, and the other part, the equity, we would ask him to form a second note, put it in second position, and we make payments on that. I think it may get a little complicated for you to really break that down. If anything, I'd be glad to get on the phone with your seller, because it sounds like he's an investor, and maybe we can have a chat if this is something you're able to do or you think is best.
Yeah, let me call my broker, because he'll absolutely have a good understanding of this. Speak with him, and then I can speak with the seller.
Okay.
And then y'all guys can give me a ring Monday at the latest.
Yeah, I'll is there a time on Monday?
I was normal working hours is fine.
Amazing. All right, I will make a note of that.
Awesome.
Awesome. I appreciate your time.
Yep, take care.
Thank you. That was my best call. All the other brokers were like, just get to the point. But
yeah, well, this one you were to the point.
Yeah, I don't know. It took a few reps. Took
that's the funny part. I guess it took like 4 to know. Okay, you know what? Let me just get to the point, right?
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's get to it.
Yeah. So, and I also noticed like there's something like when you do this and you close your eyes, it feels like you. I don't know. At that point, you start stuttering about what you're talking about. Right? It doesn't seem like every time I notice every time you do this, the next thing you say, you're not so sure about what you're saying.
Yeah,
the confidence is not there. Right? I don't know if you do that. Are you trying to come up with a story? Like, are you like what? Or are you trying to think about what to say? Like, what are you trying to do?
I don't know. I gotta look into that.
So you gotta pay attention to that, right? Your body language. Maybe you need to stay away from that when you're having a good conversation, and just keep that good conversation going. Another thing, when people, you see why it's important to always find out if there's a mortgage before you pitch any terms, because now you have to come back and re-explain that whole deal, right?
Yeah.
But also the amount of the mortgage, to give people an example of what the transaction would look like, is irrelevant. Like, you can tell them what we're gonna do without knowing what the mortgage amount is. You can give a third party right there with a mortgage in place that we bought.
Yeah.
Instead of, the amount doesn't matter. We can figure it out later, right?
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like, all right, let me just throw a number in there. I didn't know how to do that.
Is irrelevant, because if they don't know now, you kind of like shutting that door. So you can just give an example in case they're hesitant. I'm just saying, in case they're hesitant on responding to that question, you can just get into, hey, the reason I'm asking is because, last week we bought a property in Atlanta and the lady had both mortgage and equity. Took over the mortgage, gave her a down payment on her equity, and every month now we're paying her on her equity, and we created a note in second position on her equity. Right? And that's it.
Yeah.
Right. So we can definitely make it work, even if there is a mortgage in place. That won't be an issue. We just need to find out what would he be comfortable with on his equity portion of side of things, and how long he will be willing to carry it for, since he will be the bank on his equity. Right. The amount is irrelevant. We can always figure it out later. But it was a good call. This one, you were more direct, I feel like, on this one.
Yeah, I felt I flowed better on this one.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get used to it, right? I guess whoever's listening here, it's like you just got to get used to talking to realtors.
100%.
Different type of person you're speaking with.
Right.
And I think third-party stories are gold here, because most of these realtors are not going to know what you're talking about when you say seller finance.
Yeah.
Look, we do this all the time. It's not just because you don't know it doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
And here's the funny thing: this guy is an investor. He's buying properties, right? Yeah. And he doesn't know anything about this. So something else is really okay. So what's your business model like? Do you buy everything cash, right? And he says he owns one, right? Got it. So did you buy that one traditional?
Yeah, 4 homes. He said
four homes. There you go. Did you buy all those traditionally? Oh wow. Man, you should be buying. You should be buying the way we buy. or are you just wanting to own 4? Are you the type of person just want to own a few? Or are you the type of individual who want to own a portfolio? Because this is a good occasion to like educate them on it.
Right, and I think what most realtors want to do in the end is be on the landlord side. They want to own. When you're living off commissions, it's not fun.
I know.
When they learn something new to get to that goal of dreaming of having a portfolio of 10 homes, they'll listen to you. And the best way I think to do it is third-party stories.
Yeah.
I'm still practicing my third-party stories. I'm not like, good at it to like where I can teach how to do it correctly, but it worked here.
Yeah. They gotta be role played every single day. So usually the way to do that is, you find, if you have, like, for example, the chance we have because we're part of Sub 2 is we have so many folks that are super active that you can leverage other people's stories as your partners, and you can just use those third-party stories and make them yours and make them relatable to your seller. Most people out there that don't have that, is better. You can literally, I was listening to this guy, and the way he learned how to tell third-party stories is he goes on YouTube and literally listen to stories.
Yeah.
And then he just memorized those stories and he used them when he's on call. So you can be creative with it, but the reality is you got to practice it, because when you're saying it, it has to come out so naturally, like it just happened. You're not thinking about what you're saying, because then people know you're making up something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
So, and you want to use, or if you have a friend in your circle that is highly experienced and way ahead of you, ask them if you can leverage them as that third party, if you can leverage them for credibility purposes. And if they give you the green light, well, if you go on a call and you say, my partner and I would do this, my partner and I would do that, you're not necessarily lying, because they did give you the green light to use them as a leverage, right? The same way Pace tells us, hey, use me, I'm your partner, right? Use my credibility, use my company, use my experience, everything, right? So you gotta build your network too. Otherwise, is tough. But definitely role play. So leave you here.
Yeah, I'm here.
I want to make Leave uncomfortable.
Oh.
Leave, how about we make one call with you and then we can call it a day, because you came back when we're about to drop off.
Yeah,
Let's make one call. Let's call one seller with you. Let's get you uncomfortable up here. Let's people can see your face anyway, so technically you're not really uncomfortable. And I think your computer did this on purpose. That is fine.
Oh no.
Let's go. Let's make one call. All right, let's call whatever seller you need to follow up on. Let's go. Let's make one call. Let's get your reps in here. Be uncomfortable. You can grow with this, and you can show everybody that you don't die from a phone call. All right.
All right.
Don't worry about being perfect. Just have a conversation, and then we're out.
Yeah, about to make a follow up with Mike Griffin, just to know if how's everything going. I hope that he picks up.
Let's do it.
Can you hear it? Hold on.
I don't think if you dial in from the computer, we'll be able to hear it. I'm not sure.
Perhaps I could change the settings.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Triple dial it.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 6. Your call has been forwarded to.
No luck. I'm gonna try one last time.
That's triple dial.
Yeah. What was that?
You're good. You're good.
All right. Right now I'll try to set an appointment with Carrie. See if she'll pick up. She's probably somewhere having her vacation.
No, I don't think it's worth it. She's on vacation.
She was going to
She's gonna be on vacation.
She was gonna be on the road.
But yeah, maybe that's not gonna work. Cause
just call and see if she pick up. If she
Okay.
doesn't pick up, it's fine. Just put her.
Please leave your message for
It's fine.
789.
It's fine. Let's leave her alone till Monday.
All right.
So
I
she's on
think
the
she'll be
road.
back on the 9th.
Oh, she said the 9th?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe. Oh, can we text in the system?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe text her leave and ask her, hey, my acquisition specialist been trying to get a hold of you to address some of your concerns about what we spoke about. I know you're on the road. When is maybe a good time for him to call you? What's a good day and time?
All right.
All right, David. This was fun. I think we need to do this more. Maybe we do it. Like
Next time you gotta get Shub to get on the calls, man.
that's the thing. I'm trying to have him hammer the phones back to back. Let's talk it. Here's what we're gonna do. On the next one, we'll actually do just 5-minute feedback, whatever, and back at it. And I think it's better. Maybe we can start earlier, to where we hit more on the phones.
And we need to have the list of all the properties
ready to go. Right, and he has access to the MLS, so and then we can just go on Zillow, like I said, and just hammer the ones that have price cuts and stuff. And just have fun with it. But again, even our sellers, we can call them on here. It's not a problem. We just don't bring up the addresses and stuff, and just go back to back. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
we should do maybe like 10 me, 10 him, 10 me, 10
Right.
one.
Right. I think in order to do that, we have to start earlier, because like one call can take a little longer. So maybe a day where we have, I mean, we can all discuss through a chat, And then maybe we can make it a recurrent thing where I'll also jump in here and make calls on follow-ups where people are stuck on.
Yeah, and then I guess we can just offline talk to Jackson about just making sure we have all this in the CRM because follow-ups. Last thing we want to do is call it and then forget about it. But I think we're good. It's fun, man.
When Ruth is not sick, she can help with that. She can receive the leads and just put them in the CRM.
She's actually she just came in late and she's on duty today.
Oh, she's on duty today?
Yeah. Tough girl.
Ruth don't like to rest, huh?
Yeah, she's a strong woman.
Jason, my guy, bro, I better receive that protein shake, bro. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah.
Man, I'll PM you my address and you send it to me, bro. David don't need it. He's already too buff. Dude is from New York. All right, squad. This was fun.
Okay, next time.
I think
I'm making calls tomorrow. So you'll see me in the CRM. But, I said I'm making calls tomorrow, so you'll see me active there.
100%. Let's go.
All right, boys. All
right, guys. Tomorrow. Peace out.
Good night.
All right, good night.